Are we on yet? Are we on? Are we on, y'all? Can y'all see us? Girl, it's raining like a motherfucker over here. We having jagged edge and 112 problems like a motherfucker in here. You know? We having jagged edge and don't let the comments build up. We having jagged edge and all kind of goddamn problems on in this motherfucker. Did y'all like the little intro? Play the motherfucking intro again, bitch, so that they understand this. We serious around here about this. Hold on, y'all. Maddie in the morning, 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 Maddie in the morning. What? Wait, hold on. What time is it? Whatever time it is, it's morning. It's 9 o'clock somewhere, bitch. Get in here and watch the show. All right. Yes, honey, y'all live for that. Because they didn't see the intro at first, man. I don't know what had happened. I had to go back and replay the bitch. Yes, y'all like that. Let me see if I get some here. Yes, y'all like it. Y'all love it. Maddie in the morning, 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 Maddie in the morning. What? Oh, wait a minute, honey. Now that ain't the right motherfucking song, girl. It's probably I fuck him in the living room. I fuck him in the living room. While he's sure at home, I'll make him eat it. While it's here at home. Good morning, y'all. You know, listen, it's morning somewhere. It's 9 o'clock over there in California. So, bitch, we running on PST time, on EST time, by way of CFT. That's color folk time. Speaking of color folk time, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, there's a lot of shit going on, okay? We talking all things colored this morning. Maybe we talking all things black this morning. Everything. Not some things, but everything black. But before we start talking about everything black, I need to let y'all know that our show would not be possible without the sponsors, okay? The first sponsor of our show is Diamond Lashes. Citrine Diamond Lashes, honey. Now listen, ladies, have you been looking for the perfect pair of lashes? Well, look no further because the Diamond Man is here. Citrine Diamond Lashes serves all of your lashes needs. Choose from the best mink lash collection. They offer a variety of styles to choose from, honey. Bulk purchases available. Our Diamond Mine boxes range from 8 to 20 pairs. Damn, that's a lot of lashes. 8 to 20 pairs of lashes. So you never have to run out of your favorite pair of lashes again. Shipping is available for all states. Citrine Diamond Lashes. Manifest your own beauty. Bashata Lady Yarabosi. Follow them on Instagram at citrine.diamond.lashes. That's CITRINE .diamond. I know y'all know how to spell diamond. If you don't, DIAMOND.lashes. Facebook, Citrine, CITRINE, Diamond Lashes. Hashtag Citrine Diamond, hashtag Citrine Diamond Lashes. And this is black owned and black operated. We all black this morning, motherfuckers. We is all black this morning. By way of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Amen.
We are black this morning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know y'all sitting up here wondering, who is this uncolored woman sitting next to me, slightly colored but uncolored at the same time? It's Amanda Seals looking ass motherfucking woman right here sitting next to me this morning. Okay. This is my cousin Diamond, honey. Diamond, I don't know. For those of you who have been following for years, I don't mean regular years. I mean years. Those of you that have been following me for years. I know y'all, there was a segment I used to have on my show called Real Talk that me and Diamond initially supposed to have started seeing. And see, this is how we finna really get into the things where I start seeing all things black. Now, if you see this little thing running across the screen, we just had to auto-focus the camera. Don't pay it no mind. It'll be gone in a motherfucking minute. But this is Diamond. Okay, not the Diamond Lashes. This is my cousin Diamond.
Cousin Diamond.
Okay. Now, initially, see, a lot of y'all that don't understand, you say I ain't that much darker, most unforgettable jazz. I know. I know.
Uncolored.
I know. But for you guys that are watching, back in the day, once again, I'm going to talk about my old YouTube channel. My old YouTube channel that housed all of my videos, okay? For those of you that like to say I wasn't vlogging or I wasn't doing reviews on stuff or talking about stuff before I got with the other person, you don't know nothing about me. You just stumbling across me. I've been sitting around table, having round table discussion, talking about things, events, issues, and whatever. Diamond and I was supposed to initially start that together. It was called Real Talk. That's what we was, that we were initially. That was what, back in 2007?
Long time ago.
2007, I think it was. It had to be something. Something was going on in between the sheets in the home. I don't know. But, it was initially supposed to start with Diamond's friend.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about this story because we talking about all motherfucking things. We talking about all motherfucking things black. So I'm going to talk about it this morning. Let me scoot up so you can get in the screen.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm going to talk about this morning. I know you don't really want to touch on this subject, Diamond, but I'm going to talk about it this morning.
I remember you promoting her book. Yes, Speak Life.
Yes, but I'm going to talk about it this morning. So initially, me and Diamond had set out to start a segment on my YouTube channel where we were going to do it together. It was called Real Talk. I end up going on doing Real Talk. No, don't put no comments up because this finna get real. We finna go. We doing all things. We gonna put the comments up there shortly. Should I get on into it?
Oh God, Jesus!
All right.
Do we have a choice?
So initially, Diamond and I was supposed to start the thing together. It was Diamond. I don't know her friend. What's your friend name? You don't want to call her name? Okay, well I'm gonna call her that bitch.
Oh Lord Jesus.
So it was me, Diamond, that bitch, and it was another person.
No, it was me, you, and her. It was three of us.
It was supposed to be three of us sitting around. Round table talk.
In the green room.
It was going to be a trans woman and two cisgender women.
Yes.
Right? I came over Diamond's house, because Diamond was
okay. I wanted to introduce her to somebody
that you were courting at the time.
He was courting me. Let's get it correct.
Okay, he was courting you at the time. They were courting.
Yeah.
When I walked in the house,
Lord.
Unsaid bitch was in there with her child. I don't know what Diamond had told this pussy asshole before Jesus. I got there. But this pussy asshole felt some type of way about me, bitch, because I was trans. I didn't know this stuff until Diamond called me and said, we can't go forward with the show
because she feels
uncomfortable with me. I walked in and see, I be trying to tell y'all girls, okay? I be trying to tell y'all this stuff right here, okay? It don't be me. And Hope on here today. We got our girl Craig back today. Our homeboy, Craig. He done stopped riding that motherfucking bicycle because it's raining down there and the COVID-19 getting washed away, honey. He down there eating his goalies. But, so we gonna get into all things black this morning. So y'all may not like this show. I'm telling you now.
Jesus.
I don't know how long this motherfucking show gonna be, but you may not like this show.
Can we turn the air? Jesus, it's getting hot in here.
With me, Mike. Turn the fan on low. Low mo.
Oh, low.
Okay. So this pussy asshole was sitting over here. She said she felt uncomfortable. I didn't do anything but walk into my cousin's house.
Yep.
That's all I did. I walked in. I spoke to her.
Yes.
She was with her son.
Yes. Who was about 6 at the time.
Yeah, he what now? About 14?
No, probably like 16. It's like 10 years ago, cousin.
I cussed his motherfucking ass out too about his mammy.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I walked in the door. I spoke to her.
Yes.
She had her son.
Yes.
Her son. Okay, I spoke to her. I went immediately over to Diamond's gentleman friend.
Yes.
And he and I started chopping it up, having a good time.
Because we all from Miami.
We from Miami. We was having a good time. Hey, chopping it up. Mm-hmm. She over there uncomfortable.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to you.
I didn't even know because all I did was speak to the hoe and I went on about my motherfucking business. I spoke to the bitch and I kept going. Hey, how you doing? Hey, and I kept moving.
Ooh, cousin, we just said, look at that.
Oh, comment. The comments. We're gonna get the comments.
Yes.
So when I tiptoed in and whatever, so Diamond called me the next day because we were supposed to be doing the show
together,
all of us. She was like, because we discussed that.
Yeah, we did.
Girl, this bitch on here saying she felt some kind of way. She worried about her son. She don't know what she's going to tell her son and all this kind of shit. So I told Diamond, call that pussy asshole on the phone. Let me cuss this motherfucking hoe out.
Literally. All those words.
Call that bitch asshole on the phone. Let me cuss that pussy asshole out. Because first of all, bitch, your son didn't know what was going on, bitch. You didn't know what the fuck was going on unless you told her. And bitch, at the end of the day, I didn't even come into there and said nothing to your bitch ass, but do nothing but speak to your motherfucking ass. That's all I did. Hey. So she felt some kind of way towards me. My energy came in. Hello.
Yeah. Big fabulous.
I said, hey, I said, who Mercedes? She had a Mercedes.
She did.
I remember it.
Got a good memory.
I said, who business is? I said, and you said it was her. She was very minimal conversation.
She was.
And you said it was hers. I said, oh, good. Yes, a black woman getting money.
But you asked her. You said, so what you do? She was offended by that. You don't remember saying that, but I remember because she was offended by that. But that's just general conversation. So what you do?
Yeah, like, you rolling with a Benz outside, girl. What you do?
Yeah,
a black woman getting money. It was I came in with no jealous, no hate, no nothing or whatever. And she decided that she didn't want to do the show no motherfucking more because she felt some kind of way. I mean, because I had a car. What did I have a Benz then? No, I had my Infinity then. Because I had a Benz then. Or I had a Benz after that. Bitch, I got a Benz too, bitch. Okay. You feel me? Okay. Like, girl, I mean, I was a hoe.
Yeah.
So I had a Benz too, bitch. So it wasn't like I was just congratulating another woman, on bitch, do your thing. So she felt some type of way about me. And then this is why we're here. This is why I started doing the real talk thing by myself.
Yeah. Well, not by yourself because,
But you moved and all this type of stuff or whatever. Yeah. But it's just, it was just this way.
Yes.
And I felt like, well, girl, why would you have such vitriol towards me, girl? I wasn't bothering your son. I didn't come on to that's a child.
You were not threatening.
I wasn't threatening. I didn't even, girl, she was over there. I came in, hello, hey, how you doing?
That's true.
And I went to the man.
You sure did.
The man embraced me.
Yes, he sure did.
The man embraced me.
And the woman rejected you.
And it wasn't, he didn't embrace me on something. He wanted to fuck. It was just like,
of course,
hey, how you doing? It was, hey, how you doing? And I knew we went to talk. And we know mutual people from Miami.
Yeah.
Why? And I'm like, bitch, when you told me that, we're gonna discuss real shit today. All this ties into rich. Who said that? Okay. Scroll down. Because I'm about to put my foot on your ass. Yes, we're gonna discuss real shit today. But all of this ties into what the fuck I'm getting ready to talk about. Now, if you don't want to get to the meeting, if you don't want to get to the dinner, bitch, leave the salad now. Leave the restaurant now, bitch, because we gonna do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't start me this morning, because every time I tell this story, I get fired up. I get fired up because I feel some kind of motherfucking way about that shit because my show supposed to started back then.
Yeah,
okay,
it's true.
I feel some type of way about that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about this is my motherfucking show, and I'm gonna talk about how I want. If you want me to skip all over that, go watch somebody else shit who talking about black issues this morning. I'm talking about all fucking things black this morning.
Yeah.
How black people do shit to black people.
This is true.
How black women do shit to trans women.
This is true.
How black men do shit to trans women.
This is true.
I'm talking about all shit black. How white people do shit to black people.
This is true.
All black shit. Mm-hmm. So if any of you motherfuckers don't feel some kind of way, or you feel some kind of way already, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You welcome to motherfucking leave.
Yeah. And the sad part, cuzzy, because I got to calm you down. The sad part is she was a Christian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Here they go.
Yep.
Here they go. Moderators, fuck them hoes up. You have my permission. If any bitch in here with the bullshit, fuck them hoes up off rip. Watch what they comment say, and if they say some fuck shit out the way, chop them, put the guillotine on them hoes' neck. Moderators, don't play with none of them bitches this morning. That's why y'all got the power down there. And if you bitches get y'all head cut off, don't write me talking about some unblock your bitch ass. Because you get the fuck out. All right. Now, I said that type of stuff because we're going to talk about all things black this morning. Oh my God! Somebody said a black man killed their son. Oh yes, dear God. Please make sure if you got a good comment a good comment. I ain't talking about one of them fuck nigga comments. I'm talking about a good comment that we'll be able to roll back through the screen, put it in there 2-3 times until we see. But don't do it because they'll think it's spam. Now I want to start out this morning because we're going to talk about all things black. But the first thing I want to start out this morning with is this clip right here. Play this clip for us, Mo.
Man, what you doing, bro?
Man, this a nigga, bro. Move.
That's a nigga?
Yeah.
Okay. What he did? He tried you?
He keep breaking everything. I'm trying to treat her like a bitch. Take care of her now. I'm trying to get money to take care of us, bro. But she don't understand.
Oh, that's a faggot.
Boy, fuck you.
Oh, hell no. This nigga trying to turn a faggot to a housewife.
Did you miss it, Diamond? You saw it?
I saw it.
Let's watch it again.
Okay.
Man, this a nigga, bro. Move.
That's a nigga?
Yeah.
Okay. What he did? He tried you?
He keep breaking everything. I'm trying to treat her like a bitch. Take care of her now. I'm trying to get money to take care of us, bro. But she don't understand.
Oh, that's a faggot.
Boy, fuck you.
Oh, hell no. This nigga trying to turn a faggot to a housewife.
His laugh was hilarious.
All right. Let's bring in our Hope. Hey, Hope.
Hey, good morning.
You didn't come in with a lot of energy with that one. You didn't like that, did you?
Uh-uh.
You ain't like that. Everybody say good morning to Hope. Y'all say good morning to Hope. Display names up here. You ain't like that, did you, Hope? Bring in our good Judy. Hey, Craig.
Hola.
Craig, you didn't like that either, did you?
I didn't, but I have my energy for George Floyd and the white woman that was up in the park in New York. So I want to say
all right. Well, move Craig out the way. Let me in the transgender woman have our little discussion over this, and we're gonna discuss that with that little piece with Craig too. Bring Chi-Chi on here. Hey, Chi-Chi.
Hey,
Thank God you put clothes on.
girl.
Did you like that? Did you see what that video? How you felt about that video?
To be honest and truthfully, I live for the boy who had the girl on the ground said I live for him because he was living in the truth. But the derogatory comment after that, I didn't live for none of that.
All right, we'll take Chi-Chi out. All right, good. All right. So here's my problem with the situation, right? My problem with the situation is this. I'm gonna set it off, and then we're gonna go into all that. My problem with the situation is this, okay? If you watch the video, the guys in the car was ready to get out and help him bash that girl when they found out that she was not a girl.
Oh.
No, you didn't pay it any attention. That's why I asked you, did you watch it? So they were ready to get out of the vehicle. You all right, dog? Oh, that's a nigga? What he did?
Yeah.
What he did?
Yeah.
They was ready to elevate from the vehicle. You can hear in the tonality of the situation. They was ready to elevate from the vehicle and bash the pawn. Right or wrong, ho?
Yeah. Yep.
I get your sound. Something going on with your sound. Oh, it's a little delay. Okay. All right. So, yeah. See, because all this gonna lead into all our conversations. I know Craig dismissed that because that don't really affect him. He's only black right now, so he dismissed that. Usually, that's how butch queens do,
and that's another problem.
That's how butch queens usually do. That's how a lot of gay men usually dismiss stuff. No, don't wave your hand now, queen. Don't wave your hand now. Don't wave your hand now. Okay, Craig, say put him in. Put Craig in real quick.
First of all, don't jump on that train with her. It ain't got nothing to do with no butch queen and nothing about me taking priority about being black first. My thing is, that is not that it's not that was not an issue, but people have been killed. So to me, that was not my priority in coming on to this conversation. I thought we were coming on here to talk about it. So it's not that.
We are, because I'm about to tie all this into the whole situation.
Right, but don't say that it's not an issue for me and because it doesn't bother me. It's not that. For me, the priority is a man was killed, was murdered by the cops. That was what I wanted.
But a man was about to get murdered in the eyes of the situation.
But I didn't know that we were discussing that.
We discussing it all, Craig. I say all things black this morning. You asked me what we was talking about. I told you we talking about all things black. When I hit you, I said we talking about all things black. So I'm gonna leave you. I ain't gonna put you to the back.
But the things that I over Mo to put up are all related to the woman in New York.
All this is related to that. This not separate.
I didn't say that it wasn't, but what I'm saying is the assets that I sent to Mo were tied into George Floyd and the woman in New York. I didn't know anything about that story. I didn't know you were bringing that story up. So my mind is set to discuss those things, not that.
Okay. Well, maybe I should. I don't want to put no heat on you, but stay in, Craig.
Well, Craig, if it make you feel any better, I don't know nothing that we talking about
today.
Good, because I want nothing.
Good, because I want it right off the cuss.
Yeah.
So here's the thing for me, okay? Now, when shit happened to black boys and black folks, my gay ass, Hope trans woman ass, and Craig, definitely your black ass, honey, you on the line of scrimmage. You right there in the front. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is the place. And now, in no way am I not outraged about this situation that's happened to this man, because we're going to get on them motherfuckers in 2 minutes. We're going to get on it and dig on them for the rest of the entirety of the motherfucking show. But I want to start out.
I'm getting their asses my entire life, period.
I want to start out with.
This is why I don't take no shit from white folks. And I speak to them flat-footed and firm, and I look them right in their eyes.
Yes, I do the same thing with white folks, and this is why I don't take no shit from no black-ass nigga either.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about white folks.
Okay. Go ahead, Hope.
This is a problem. And it's a problem for me because at the end of the day, if you're not standing up for all of the communities that are marginalized, then nobody is going to be free. Period. And it kills me and it bothers me when I see people that are a part of the community that should understand, that like to pretend like this shit isn't happening because you feel like you're above it, because at the end of the day, black trans women are on the lowest of the lowest of the lowest part of the totem pole, because essentially to social eras and to the people that are happening, or to the people that are not a part of it, black trans women are the lowest form of gay man that you can get. And so even gay men don't give a shit. And it bothers me that you're
message home.
It really does. It bothers me that you're sitting here like, yeah, like we can talk about that, but and it's just like, but no. And it bothers me because a lot of y'all don't want to talk about it, because then we have to hold black men accountable for the things that they do. It's okay to vilify white people, and it's okay to come for their necks. I'm going to every single day of the week, Monday through Sunday, I'm going to come for white people. But it bothers me when black men are out here killing up fucking trans women, beating up gay men at gay pride parades where they weren't even being bothered. Black men are out here targeting the girls on the stroll. Y'all are looking for LGBT people to come fuck with. Y'all are killing the girls simply because you can't take the idea that you thought she was beautiful. And then gay men like you.
No, it ain't Craig. No.
First of all, don't give me the gay men like me.
I need to.
No.
Hold on. It bothers me.
Hold on, because you've already accused me, and I've already clarified what I said. I didn't say that it wasn't important. So don't sit there and try to point that finger at me.
I'm not saying that you did. But what I'm saying is,
I clarified by saying I didn't know that we were going to be discussing that. When Madison messaged me earlier, I was under the impression that we were talking about George Floyd.
Right. So he didn't know. He didn't know. But he didn't know.
So don't sit here and my words.
Right. He didn't know that it was. He didn't know that was. He didn't know. He did.
I simply said, well, you guys can discuss that. I want to jump in on the conversation about George Floyd. That was what I said.
But
right.
But my thing is, let me
don't take that argument out on me.
But it's not. But my thing. But you're a part of that.
No,
and
I'm
that's the
not a
thing.
part of that.
Yes,
I'm
you
actually
are,
having a
Craig.
conversation on June
Craig,
3rd on my
regardless of
YouTube
how-
channel with Derek J, and we're talking about the trans community, trans men and trans women. So don't tell me what I'm a part of. You
But I
only
think-
met me on here. You don't tell me what I'm a part of. I'm actually trying to bridge the gap.
But
with
whether,
my conversation on
regardless
June.
of,
So
my
don't
thing
tell me
is,
what I'm a part of that.
regardless
Tell me
of the work that you are
other
doing,
gay men,
you represent
because
a minority.
I
You
am not
represent
them.
a minority of people.
But
I am not
Regardless of that work,
But
you still
Hope,
represent a
them.
minority of those
but
people.
listen, Hope, he did not know, so we're not gonna ambush him.
It's
But
not
he
an
didn't.
ambush.
Yeah, but
No,
he
you
It's not an
absolutely did.
ambush.
You absolutely did. You
It's
tried.
not an ambush.
but Hope, he
Absolutely.
didn't know.
It's not an ambush. My thing is, it is about
When you
holding,
just
it is
said,
about
I'm gay
accountability.
men like you,
And the fact
you
that
got
the
some
fact
gay
that
men
it
on
bothers
here,
you
is
oh
what you
so
said.
much shows
That's
me
what
that
you
you know
said.
what's happening,
That
right?
is what you said.
right?
You said
And
gay
so
men
my
like
thing
you.
is, men like you. It
Hold
does not
on, Hope.
necessarily mean
There you
you.
go again with that bullshit. There you go
Hold
again
on.
with that bullshit.
But Hope, you can't say men like him. What you can say is gay men, some gay men,
Yeah.
because he did not know. He did not know. He was not aware that this was on the thing. You know, I told him we were talking about all things black, and here we go. Here it is. Okay.
And I sent Madison the things that I thought we were going to be discussing, and she said, "Okay, send it to Mo." She never showed me that video, so I wasn't prepared to have that
Right.
conversation.
And here's the thing. I know. Let's say this. We're all outraged about a lot of things this morning, and the first thing that's going on, and I'm trying to tie all of this shit in together. So we're all upset about what's going on with black people in our black community and black stuff. And this thing that just happened last night, what I'm trying to do is tie all the dots in together on black issues going all across the board. So it is kind of unfair for us to say, you know, that Craig is a partner because Craig is black. Now, it did seem, hold on, Craig. It did seem a little bit dismissive at first. It did.
Yeah, he was a little dry.
It did.
I simply said, I'm going to save my conversation for the next part of the topic. I said,
Okay.
you want to discuss that.
Okay.
You can discuss that. What
So-
I think the problem is sometimes when, for those of you that are trans, Hope and Madison, sometimes when we don't make it our issue, all of a sudden we don't care, we're transphobic. I get people telling me that I'm transphobic now, and I'm working with one of the most famous trans women in the world. So how the fuck am I transphobic? Part of what I try to do with part of what I try to bring to the Queen Supreme Court show, and now that we're doing that in the show, is thought-provoking topics. We didn't even have these kind of topics when Kaya was here.
Right.
That was one of the arguments that Madison and I used to have. When I used to bring subjects like trans women getting killed or black people getting killed, Madison didn't even want, and this is not throwing you under the bus, Madison,
right.
but Madison didn't even want to talk about those heavy conversations. So the reason that some of y'all getting them fucking conversations is because I fought for them.
You did, and I did, and the reason why I didn't want to talk about those
transphobic.
But Craig, the lady didn't say you was transphobic.
She didn't say it. No, but it's
so, right. So
it's some motherfuckers in the comments trying it.
Okay, so let's get this under control. The lady didn't say that you were transphobic. Hope maybe we need to we need to redirect the energy off of a singular person and then just have the conversation based off of
a group of people,
things that have happened. You know, it did seem a little bit dismissive at first, Craig.
It did.
It did a little. It did, because I understand that you are very angry and very upset about this situation that has transpired with this this situation that's going on with the gentleman. Very, very angry, because I'm upset about it too. But and Hope, we all upset about things. But what we are not going to be able to do is have a decent, educated conversation if we, the people in the conversation, are targeting each other. I did joke a little bit in the beginning, Hope. I did joke a little bit in the beginning. I shouldn't have joked a little bit fucking around with you, Craig. You get what I'm saying? You know, I should have just kept it on you riding the bicycle down there downtown, honey. We're trying to wash off the COVID-19, girl. I should have kept it on there. However, we are talking about all things black this morning. All things black. So, Hope, when we go back and we get back into this, let's shift the conversation off of the people that are here on the panel and just shift it to certain. And let's not use Craig as an example because Craig, you did seem dismissive, so I can see why she's been a little bit upset because I did get a little bit upset, but I understand.
Well, again. Well, again.
Listen, I'm telling you, but you didn't know that this is part of the conversation.
What I'm saying is, again, because it was a trans issue and I said, I don't want to talk, I'm not here to talk about that. I thought we were going to be talking about this. I'll comment on the next part of the conversation. But if it was a situation with something black, because how many times have I talked about something black and you said, I ain't talking about that black shit because them black niggas be the same one.
I do that.
Shit, and I don't take it personally.
I do that. I do it.
Feelings out of the shit. We having a conversation, period. That's it. I don't have to have a conversation about that. It doesn't mean that I don't care. But my priority in sitting down at this table with the talk about the black man that got killed, George Floyd, and that white woman that used her whiteness.
Yeah, because we're definitely finna put all this stuff together now. So Hope, I'd like for you to finish your thought, but minus making Craig like the topic of it, a situation, and taking into account that he did not know that this was going to be on the thing, and that he did come in to speak about the other topics that we get ready to talk about. Craig, you ever met Hope before?
Yeah, in DC.
Craig, Hope, this is Craig. Craig, that's Hope. You both are very educated African American people, and I really want y'all to get along. Y'all have been getting along, but these are very sensitive subjects for us all. So let's show the colored folks that's watching how we as LBGT people gather each other and then move forward accordingly.
Hope is really in her feelings over there. She's
but Hope, because
she okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, Hope.
I'm looking down because I have another monitor that's on a different level.
Okay.
And I'm watching the show from there so that I can also see people's responses and check myself in the moment because I want to see how it's reading to the folks in the audience. So that's where that's coming from. And I think that a lot of y'all don't understand because y'all don't know my background. I am an advocate for Black people, women, trans women, my gay boys, my lesbian women, everybody that encompasses people that are Black and marginalized within this community. That's what I do work for. I go and get arrested behind this shit. I'm not just out here pretending to be on the front lines. I am not a social media advocate. This is not fun and games for me. When Madison brought me on here, the reason that Madison was so hesitant to even have me on the show was because back in the day when so-and-so first left and she first started doing guests for the Queen Supreme Court and I wanted to put my bid in, Madison said, no, Hope, this ain't your lane. This is not what you do. So I don't think that would be a good fit for you. And I think that a lot of you don't understand my passion behind this because this is what I get paid to do. This is what I go out there and I put myself, my body on the line. When y'all ask what people are doing, that's what I'm doing. I'm not just sitting on social media talking out of my ass for the sake of it. I'm helping legislation get passed in Virginia. I'm helping legislation get passed in Atlanta, and I don't even live there. Yes, I haven't lived in Miami since I was 17 years old, and I'm helping legislation getting passed there. I am taking my own personal money and giving it to trans women. I am taking my own personal money and donating it to Black women who are in shelters and who have their children. And so it bothers me as a Black trans woman, like Maddie said, when things happen to Black people, when things happen to Black men, I am on the front lines. Black trans women are on the front line. Black LGBT people are on the front line. But it seems like when something happens to us, when something is done to us, everybody turns their back, including Black gay men. And so, Craig, I do want to issue you an apology because you didn't deserve that. And I understand how that came off. You didn't deserve that.
I appreciate it.
But when I see your face, I see men who have deliberately, like somebody down there said, he unfollowed me because of this. And there are so many Black gay men that do that when trans women speak up about what's happening to us. But let something happen to them. We on the front lines. We're marching. Black trans women are the matriarchs in this community, and we get no respect. And then when we speak up and we try to get people to see what is happening to us, it is dismissed. It's stepped over. It's walked over. Wait your turn. Not now. Y'all always try to make this an issue with trans people. But meanwhile, y'all blame stuff on trans women that we don't even have anything to do with. When they had that whole pad debacle, Black trans women don't wear pads. And they blamed it on us. And so excuse me for being passionate about my work, and excuse me for being passionate about the life that I walk in and I live in every single day. And I am so sorry if I've offended some of the Black gay men that don't want to own up to the idea that some of you dismiss the issues because you don't care, because just like heterosexual cis people, y'all believe that we're nothing more than men in wigs. And if we're not cute, y'all don't pay us no attention. If we don't pass, we're not worth your time. If we're not somebody that can help you get into somewhere or get a piece of trade, it doesn't matter to you. And I am sick of that. And so here it is, Black gay men, we need you. Here it is, Black people, we need you. Because just like Black men are dying, just like Black women are being vilified, Black trans women are dropping like flies. And the only difference is, you see how none of y'all knew about that but me and Maddie? It's always like that. A Black trans woman was killed this week too. A Black trans woman was killed last week too. 2 trans women were found in a fucking car the week before last, and nobody rioted. Nobody talked about it, because it's hard when the people that are killing Black trans women are the same people that we have to uplift. Because at the end of the day, if your Black agenda is not protecting Black men at all costs, you're on the wrong side of history. And it is unfair. And I'm sorry that some of y'all ain't gonna get it. I'm sorry that some of y'all are like, oh, I'm sick of her talking about the issues. But if your activism is not intersectional, meaning that it does not cross all of the paths of who you are, then it is trash. And so are you.
I get it. Now, and I really wanted to make sure that we put all of this stuff in together, because I want people to know, because I did yesterday, people were attacking me in my inbox because I hadn't posted about it, but they didn't know that I was going to get up this morning and tie all this stuff in, to this, to the whole situation, and for me, Craig, you and I have these discussions privately. We privately have these discussions, and I know one thing I know about you: you are not transphobic, and you are definitely an ally, to it. And you're my good friend. You know what I'm saying? And you're very passionate about the same passion that's in Hope about trans issues. You're very passionate about Black issues. And the reason why I used to keep stuff like this off of the panel, because the show, the Queen Supreme Court was supposed to wrap really around comedy, roasting, reading, stuff like that. Now that we've moved on from that segment of how the show is, we have a set of viewers who we try to laugh, have a good time, do a little reading and a little shade, but we also try to educate and open up dialogue and discussion so I can do my part. This is my part in it. This is the part that I do to open up the platform that I have, so that people are able to see things, that get swept under, and we can no longer sweep Black issues, all things Black, under the rug anymore. We can no longer do that. We have to meet all things Black head on. And I did see some people in the comment section saying, well, you can't compare someone being murdered by the police, to this situation. I don't know how you didn't hear what Hope said, like that we've always been on the front line of scrimmage when it comes down to stuff like gay, LGBT people first, majority trans first, then gay men, majority Black trans first, because if don't nobody understand that we do, then gay men are fighting and rioting for us. So our voices are definitely one of the ones that never needs to be smothered. And I get what you're saying, Hope. We feel like we're smothered within our own from our black gay men and our cisgender men, black men are smothering us in a hole, you know. So let's go on. We'll come back to that. Let's go on into the situation here with this woman and this fucking dog in the park. Let's go to this. The victim of the Central Park. They call what her name is, Karen. Park Karen says. He can't see how the firing of the white investment banker helps solve underlying racial issues. Let's go here to the video with the dog.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your photo.
Please don't come close to me. Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
So bad.
Excuse me.
Look at the dog, though.
I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African American, who has a bike behind him. He's recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
Oh my God.
And my I'm sorry, I can't hear you guys. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
All right, let's discuss. Come on, Craig.
Well, honestly, it was very reminiscent of Emmett Till all over again from 1955.
Mm-hmm.
And white women have been doing this since the beginning of time. They know their power. And like when I think about racism, I often think about it being at the hands of white men, but white women have always been complicit.
Yeah.
And even if you think back to slave times, like white women a lot of times poke the bear. But she knew exactly what she was doing. It was intentional. And it was almost like she did it on command. It was like she ushered these tears forward. You know, she almost strangled the dog. Of course, the result of that was she was terminated from her position. She worked for a financial company that was worth $14.5 billion. The dog was taken from her and it was given back to the shelter she got it from years before. And you know, she's talking about she's been banned from Central Park. She can't even go now. I don't know who's going to monitor that, but she's been banned from Central Park. So, but I really think that there needs to be some sort of a fine attached to this, some sort of a penalty for abusing 911 and the police system. But then some sort of jail time. You know, otherwise
I do too. I do. I do think that people that file false reports and shit like that, I do think that they should have a jail time. I do think that, bitch, when the police come out there and they see that you doing this shit because you a white woman in distress, listen, let me tell you something. I have a very interesting story that I'd like to Chi-Chi to add to this story. You know, Chi-Chi old ghetto hoe. Chi-Chi, can you break down your white woman story that you did in North Miami, please?
Okay, so when I was living, this is like when I was living in Miami, and I had moved up.
Hold on. I told y'all I was tying everything together. So go ahead, Chi-Chi.
I had moved up north, and where I lived I lived on 62nd and 3rd, and it was a street that I walked out every day, every night, going to my cousin's house who lived on the other side, like, you know, that lived across the way. So one particular day, it was this boy. He was outside he was a Haitian boy, and he was outside with his Haitian friend. So this particular day, I don't know if he ate some of his Wheaties. I don't know what had moved in him, because whatever moved in him, it moved in him to say, "Hey, punk."
He was talking to you, Chi-Chi. He was talking to you.
Oh, my bad.
Right.
so I had like, you can't walk down this street no more. So I was like, baby, what you know, I got with me. I said, well, baby, what you mean I can't walk down the street? I said, baby, I walk down this street every night and every day. I said, so all of a sudden you over here with you on the block with your homies, and you want to put on in front of your homies. I said, okay, don't worry. So that night, bitch, I had to go back home. I had to walk back down the street. So when I walked down the street, he was still sitting outside with his homeboy. So while he was still sitting outside with his homeboy, he said, hey, Paul, didn't I tell you not to walk down the street? I said, you know what? You did say, I said, hold on. Hello, yes. 911 is an emergency. I'm a white trans woman being attacked by a whole bunch of black guys. Can you please hurry up and send the police? They said, ma'am, where's your location? I told them my location. So they was like, okay, man, we're going to send a unit. Within 2 minutes, bitch, it was the helicopter, the fire rescue, bitch, the police cars, bitch, undercover, bitch, gunfire. It was a lot of people that pulled up, like with the seconds, they house was surrounded. So they on the phone calling me. So I just started answering my phone. So the police keep saying, man, where are you? I said, baby, I'm fine. I said, I'm standing on the corner and I'm watching what you guys doing. So they was like, man, we want to see you. We want to see you, man. But they never got a chance to see me. So the next day, I walked back down the street and nothing said.
So that was your white woman in distress story.
Yes, that was my white woman in distress story.
All right, all right, Chichi, we'll be right back. You got a question for me?
That's the lesson of the day.
Right. Message, white women in distress.
Yes.
So white women have been calling the police on black men, honey. Even when they black men pretended to be white women. Okay. But we all know that if you really want something to get done, you have to be a white woman in distress. Mm-hmm. You know, and they would definitely come bringing the helicopter unit, everybody,
the fire department.
You know, so I mean, this shit is crazy, and I do feel like Chi-Chi, I do feel like that you did that for your own protection. So I don't think that you should be locked up, but I think the white woman that you were portraying should have been shackled. What was her name that you were portraying? Kellyanne
or Bethany with the IA.
Yeah, they should have locked Bethany up. All right, Chichi, hold on.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not just white women that do. They are definitely problematic, but white men are doing it as well. I don't know if Mo has that video up. I sent this from the Savoy show with the white man calling the police because there were some black guys in a building.
Yes. You got it, Mo? You didn't get a chance to get it? Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to play it through the live. But what did he do, Craig?
Well, he basically was questioning them and asking them why they had office space there, and they were using it for. They were working, but they lived there as well. And he was asking, "Well, where do you live?" And they were like, "We don't have to explain that to you." So he proceeded to call the police.
Right. All right. So let's move on to the story that we're all here for this morning, honey. And we just need to go ahead on and sound it off. This morning. So the people been posting up, they posted up photographs of stuff like this saying that this leads to this, which is most definitely a true statement, because that does lead to that. And this man, George Floyd, push the pictures through. Wow. Wow. And the Asian guy just standing, the Asian police officer just standing there watching the situation. Just watching. Just everybody just around watching. Let's go back to the discussion.
So that's the other side of the vehicle when the guy George was killed. Because originally from the first angle that we saw, it looked like it was just one cop, but there were three other
cops.
Right.
Yeah. So now all of that led to these things. Come on, Mo. Let's get in there. Baby, they is tearing Minneapolis up. Go ahead, Mo. Show the video. Tearing this bitch up. They tearing this motherfucker down. They don't give a fuck about all the shit that's going on. Tear this bitch up. Tear the club up. Tear the motherfucker up.
There's going to be an uprise.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a reemergence of either the Black Panthers or some group just like it. Because, I mean, how many times do we have to keep posting about this and talking about it? And then Like, that's exhausting.
Yes. Go ahead, Mo. Yes, look at this. Look at the people out. Tear Minneapolis, Minnesota up, bitch. Tear that bitch. Take that bitch to the ground.
As they should.
Tear this bitch up. Look at this. Those people are out in droves tearing this motherfucker up. You know, and it's kind of like, Craig, like when that shit was going on with Rodney King.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seems as though like history is repeating itself. Wait, I smell food in here.
And then the same thing
repeating itself. Look at this. Like the people are out in hordes, girl.
And then the same thing that happened with Freddie Gray in my hometown, Baltimore. Like they Baltimore up.
Look, Craig, look, Hope, look.
I see it.
Dear God, look, tear the bitch up.
But the question is, whose neighborhood is this? Is this our neighborhood that we tearing up?
Well, that's
But this right here is the police station.
This is the police station.
They down here to the police station, tearing the police station up, honey. I mean, people are tired of it. Like, is that all the video we have of it? Like, people are exhausted with it. Like, they is this very exhausted with how many times do we have to keep posting? Do we have to keep having panel discussion? Do we have to keep having peaceful marches, peaceful protests? How many times?
That's the problem. We
not working. And you know, like I've been saying, and for those of you that have watched my videos, I've been saying for at least 3 years on YouTube, on Facebook, like it is important that we start to divest from the economy. You know, and this is why it's important to start supporting Black businesses, Black-owned businesses. It's important to bank Black and buy Black. I share it with my YouTube and Facebook, the different type of Black banks or the different Black banks across this country. I've been banking Black for the past 3 years. I also still have a regular bank, but I also have a Black-owned bank. It's important to do that. If you're a small business and you're trying to start your business and you need funding, you have a better chance of getting funding from a Black-owned bank than you do a traditional bank, period. But it's important to start buying Black as often as possible. And I say this all the time.
I think we just need to go a little bit deeper with this. So that's great. That's all fine and dandy, Craig. But I feel like this. Who is policing the police? I feel like this. We got Crips and we got Bloods. Where are they at? Where are they at?
Oh.
Where are they at?
You want the street to handle the police?
Baby. Who else gonna do it? They out there to help our people. So the Crips and the Blood, they need to show up and show out. They need to take care of some folks, you know?
We're all these thugs. And I agree, Diamond. Thank you for saying it, Diamond, because I agree. When shit happens in the hood, y'all go and kill each other in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes.
Exactly.
When something like this happens and y'all are nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
What the real niggas at? Where they at now? You know what I'm saying?
Where the gangsters at? They looking more for me, you know?
So y'all really want the gangbangers to go in there?
Cuzzy, who else do we have? Who else do we have that's gonna have our back?
John Michael said that's originally why gangs were started.
Yes.
But it ended up they were gangbanging each other.
Yeah, so we killing each other, but yet we not defending each other. We got it backwards.
Right.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Factual.
Hold on, Chi down there talking a lot. Hold on, what you saying, Chi?
The problem is that we can't love on each other, but we want help from one another, but we can't even help each other. So how we gotta start off with each other, and for us to help the next person. And just like Hope said, you know, in the beginning, like she said, I'm pro everything gay, Black, white, but I'm mainly pro Black gay because I know being a Black gay man, it means, you know, they don't want you to never be you could be anything in the world, but they don't want you to be a Black gay man. You get what I'm saying? You can be anything in this world, but you could be gay, but you can't be trans. So I'm for everything that's for us because, like I said, we don't have nobody that's really out there standing in the forefront for us, fighting for us. And we don't. And then that's like with everything they keep saying, all Black lives matter. No, bitch, all Black lives don't matter because when a trans person get killed, a bitch don't say nothing about it. When a black gay person get killed, a bitch don't say nothing about it. But when one of y'all Black bangers out there get murdered or get killed, it's all Black We should
Yeah,
all stand for
but this
Black
man,
Lives Matter.
but let's not confuse. This man was not a thug. This man was not.
I know. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
in general. I'm just saying in
Right,
general.
I get it.
Like
But
we
but
always.
we gotta clarify that this man was not that.
Okay, sorry, he wasn't a thug, but I'm just saying in general, like, but y'all always wanted to stand for the people that's getting killed by the police, but who's standing up for us when we getting killed? That shit gets swept under the rug. And Hope, I seen what you said the other day. I seen about the little trans girl, but nobody really speaks on this. Nobody really cares about it. But y'all want us, the LGBTQ community, to always stand up in the forefront and keep saying Black Lives Matter. But when our lives gonna matter for us?
Right.
When somebody gonna take responsibility for us?
The whole point of this whole thing is that there's a asset in there mode that I want you to go to in the system that I want to put up on the screen, and I'd like to do that. Put this asset up, that blue red thing right there. Hold on, go ahead and put that asset up for me, please. Yes, the asset states. Boy, if Black people only stuck together like they hate on each other, we could change the world. And that don't mean just the division among sexuality, sexual orientations, and what. If Black people hate on Black people, Craig, you just sat here and you just told us about, making sure we bank Black, we shop Black, we do all things Black. Or do all things possible Black. However, what Black people that get in businesses need to stop doing is inflating the prices of things because they are Black. They need to stop doing that. And that goes for Black landlords. That goes for Black, all things. But you got to realize that the issue is bigger than the dollar.
It is. And I think we need protection. So I feel that the Bloods and the Crips.
Girl, you back on the case. Hey, how you feel about that?
The thing is, who is policing the police? Who is protecting us? The Bloods and the Crips should be the new Black Panther. Where is the new Black Panther? We have no Black Panthers. Who is protecting us?
But Diamond,
you don't feel that, Craig. You don't feel that, do you?
Sure.
No, I don't think.
But Diamond, when you say us, are you talking about us as the whole community, or just
I'm
the
talking
other part of the
about
community?
You colored, period. I don't care if you.
But see, just because you think that way, Diamond, but nobody else in the world thinks how you think. Because I feel like if you can protect this person because of their situation, because they're Black, you can protect this person too because they're gay or because they're trans. Everybody feel like because you're Black and trans, or you're Black and gay, or you're Black, gay, and trans, it's a problem. Oh my God, I don't want to do it. It's disgusting.
I get it.
And I get it too, but how about this, Chi-Chi? If they do, because I see that you guys categorize things based on, I don't know, genders and sexualities, and
it's
Black.
Not us. It's not us. It's society. And like I said yesterday on my live when I was live last night, it's society that has the world the way it is. But if y'all was sometimes you have to say fuck society, remove yourself from society and live your life the way, because bitch, when you die, society still is going to be going. Society
but this is the thing. We have a problem with, we Black people put everything in a category.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Craig, I keep seeing on your face that you don't like what she says about militant, making the militant.
But Craig, let me ask you then, since you don't agree, and it's okay if you don't agree, we can agree to disagree, but let me ask you this. Who gonna protect us then? Who's policing the police? Who got our back then?
What I'm saying is, because I'm certain that the Black Panthers are still somewhere. They're not in the form that they were originally, but where they had this.
Let me know when you find them.
I think it needs to be more organized in that way. First of all, the Black church needs to come together and leave all this religion foolishness alone and really get to the issues that Black people. Then we got the Nation of Islam. Then we got the Black Panthers. It needs to be an organized system, not just gangsters just going out here shooting and killing. Because I've never done a study on it, but I would be willing to bet that the Bloods and the Crips have probably killed just as many, if not more, Black people than the police. But
right.
I'm saying, and Madison, you made a really good point. Sometimes when we are Black-owned businesses, we sometimes try to rape each other in terms of the cost, how much we're going to charge. And I've said this time and time again on my lives that oftentimes I have been given subpar service from a Black-owned business, and then I turn and I look, and they giving this stellar red carpet, Ritz-Carlton service to somebody white. And I've always called them out, and I said, no, you're going to give me the same service that you gave to this white woman right here. Because if your Black ass was broke down on the side of the road at 2 a.m, who the fuck you think gonna stop for you quicker, me or her? So so I know that we can't always. I saw in the comments somebody said, well, don't you shop at Amazon? Yes, I do. But what my point is, I make a concerted effort to support Black businesses as often as I can. I look for a Black-owned business first before I go and purchase through some other business.
Just like Craig, even in the situation that even into our venue that we're going into the next phase, I requested that majority of the people that work for me are Black and brown people, because I understand, that we are the minority, and this is where we have to step in. We who have the power to step in and ask for certain things. That's not being racist towards white people. It's just saying, hey, I know that you're easier to get, you'll get the job faster than these Black and brown people, and I need Black and brown people in my circle to tell my story, because I don't want some producer or some docu-series or whatever to come out and it's told without the flavor that it needs. You know what I'm saying?
Because everything needs flavor.
But this is why that it's imperative for us to request these things. And Craig, I'm 100% with you when you write. You feel what I'm saying? But I do have to bring these, and it does seem like sometimes I'm devil's advocate with stuff because I'm for pro-banking, for this and other. But we gotta stop meeting each other, our Black skin, meeting each other with separation shit. Like, just see it as Black. This is why I started out, and maybe you'll see the method to my madness. I started out talking with Diamond about her friend. The whole conception of I could have had a whole talk show on that situation. However, I remember that because the woman, the Black woman, back to what you're saying, Craig, the Black Christian woman, who was so concerned about her son being, whatever, my influence of her. Bitch, you didn't even know what I was. You didn't even know, your son didn't know nothing about that.
And that's why I think she used the son as an
excuse. She used the son as a crutch. They always using shit as a crutch.
They always use their kid.
Hold on, I ain't done, because I need to get this out. The reason why I said I was tying all this shit in together, because she used that stuff as a crutch, which blocked that shit down the line. We could have been sitting up here having these types of discussions and issues, conversations long time before. And this girl, because she was Black, met me with, I'm uncomfortable because you're this. I came in the door congratulating her as a Black woman, like, girl, you doing it. And you over here feeling some type of way about me. So this is the problem that we have, why shit like this is really going on. And
because we don't even embrace each other.
And the thing of
exactly. That's what I said.
What pisses me off is when somebody die in the Black family, we only see him at the funeral.
Say that again.
So basically, if this is a Black family member that has been murdered, he ain't no kin to us, but he Black.
Right.
You know how people say you only see some of your family at the funeral?
Right.
You don't see us showing up nowhere really when we are outraged about, unless we're outraged about things, but everywhere else we separate.
Yep. Amen. Message.
The family ain't together. The family ain't together at no other time until some stuff like this. You need to be together through this stuff
all the time.
All the time. All the time. You get what I'm saying? Now this is a dead person, and now we here, we angry, we fighting. We mad, we tired of it. The way if we're tired of it is we have to stick together through it before the funeral. We gotta be together before the funeral, girl. We gotta be fighting the fight before the deaths come. And you are so much stronger when all of your fingers are pulled together as a fist than one of these motherfuckers like this, or one like this. Ain't no strength in this, in no fist like this. There's no strength in that. Ain't no strength in this like this. Oh, well, I don't fuck with it because this fingernail pinker than the other one, or this fingernail shorter than the other one. And you got these three hands here. The blow is not going to be as strong. And the reason why our blows are not strong until it comes down to the funeral time is because we so separated and divided like this.
Message. But that's why you have a platform, Craig have a platform,
right?
You have a platform, I have a platform to merge all of these things together to show people that we are out here trying.
It got to run together. It has to run together. It has to. And this is why I had to go back and diffuse that thing, because Hope, your voice is extremely important. Craig, your voice is extremely important. And I don't want to see my two friends, who are passionate about the same thing, because
with each other.
Yeah, because we're passionate about the same thing.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're passionate about the same thing. We tired of it. We tired of the killing. We're sick of it. But you know what I'm saying? We just have to make sure that we attack all of those things, and not treat everything like it's separate, because it all runs together. Because if we were unified as colors, and we were strong, did you not see when I was watching that Malcolm X movie, that motherfucking man say, it ain't no way that one black man should have all that power. Yes. They were so strong, unified. It was so much strength in the unity like that.
But the problem is, Cuzzy, how long is it going to take for us to get this? How long?
We're going to have to keep fighting. I think that we're going to have to keep fighting, keep working hard, because Craig has a platform, Maddie has a platform, I has a platform, Hope has a platform. Even though we all talk about the same thing, but we all have different views and different opinions about the same thing. So I feel like the more that we put out, and the more that we stay on topics like this, and the more that we stay on the hands on, no, it's not going to change overnight. No, bitch, it ain't going to change in 5 or 10 years. But once they see that we're trying and we're getting there, and maybe this is just like the domino effect. It's one domino will fall, then everybody else is falling in line to get it going. Because it's not, it gotta be more bigger than just what it is right here.
It do, but you know what? I'm so glad Minneapolis tearing that motherfucker down. I ain't even finna snap here. I'm so glad Minneapolis, Minnesota tearing. Now, Craig, is you for that or no?
Oh no, I'm for all of that.
I'm for all of that. Take that bitch down.
All of that. But yeah,
hit that bitch with a throwing hammer, bitch. Take that motherfucker down.
I'm with the shit.
Yeah, I'm with all that, because you get tired. You getting exhausted with it. It's like, girl, we telling y'all to stop. We getting on our platform telling y'all to stop. We over here talking about voting. We doing this and the other. Woo-de-woo. You pussy asshole still with the fuck shit. All right, we finna take this bitch down.
And then then they don't nobody really get in trouble. Like, bitch, they get suspended for 2 weeks with pay, then go back to work. Like, nobody really like it. Let a bitch beat your ass, or if you want to beat a bitch up, let a bitch put on your uniform and treat you like a pedestrian and whoop your ass and see how you feel. Let a bitch beat you with a in the club. Right. Nobody is getting in trouble about it. Nothing is really happening. So we're going to keep getting this thing. Nobody is helping.
In this particular case, these 4 officers were fired.
Right.
They weren't put on administrative leave or anything like that with pay, like they typically have been in the past.
Correct.
They were fired, but now they need to be prosecuted.
Yeah,
I need to whoop their ass though, Craig. Fuck that.
I just saw Mariana. She just posted and said she hoped that I do a live about it. I'm actually going to upload something today on my YouTube channel. Here's what I think needs to happen. Like, when these cops do this shit, not only do they need to be fired and prosecuted, you know how the victim's family oftentimes sue the city or the state or the police department? Yes, that needs to happen too. But those first monies, it needs to come out of their motherfucking retirement packages, their pension. And we'll see this shit go on a decline. Yes. But I think what needs to happen is, and this is where it's up to us to start to demand from these presidential candidates and these legislators on the local level, the state level, we have to start demanding buybacks, if you will. We need to know, what is it that you're going to do to restructure the police department, the police system. It's not just any individual police department. This is the system across the country. And see, what many people may or may not know, the mayor of your city is over the police department. So that's where you start. So we need to have action items because we do a lot of these conversations. They do it on TV One. Roland Martin used to do it on his show. You have all these panel discussions, all these conversations, but they don't give any action items. We need fucking action items. What do we do next? And so for me, I just feel like the very first things that we need to do, as often as possible, you need to buy black, bank black, and keep the money insulated in the black community because then you have more power that way.
Right, because you can suffocate them. You suffocate them in their pocketbook. That's the way you do it. You choke
running out to Black Friday. Sit your motherfucking ass at home. All running out to Black Friday and all this some other shit. You know, like it's like we have to be smarter about this shit.
Message.
Yeah.
There has to be a dismantling of the system from the top down, right? I don't think that we can get any change with the system currently as it is, which is why I personally love what is happening right now in Minneapolis, because what they're showing is that, you know what, when we get tired, this is what happens. And I think that outside of the chaotic portion of what is happening, there's a demonstration that is being made to white authority and to white supremacy everywhere that says, you know what, y'all got one more time. Y'all got one more good time. But I think outside of that demonstration now, because like y'all, like everybody here has said, we've been talking long enough. We've been doing these lives long enough. Yeah. And I think that what we have to come to the conclusion of is that, is your freedom, right, worth your life? Are you willing to put your freedom at risk to save the greater good? Because if you're not, then step back and let other people do it. If you're not willing and ready to go to jail, if you're not willing and ready to put your body on the line for this cause, like Malcolm X and like Martin Luther King and like all the great other people, if you're not willing to put your body, yourself on the line, then step back, because that's what it's going to take at this point. There has to be a dismantling of the system from the top down. It is corrupt from the top down. What we have been doing as of late is we've been trying to work from the bottom up. And we've missed the point. Like Craig said, we have to talk to those mayoral candidates. We have to hold these presidential candidates accountable for the shit that they're telling us on these campaign trails. Okay, that's
I get that too, Hope. But every time we have this type of discussion, I tell people, bitch, y'all need to start in your local cities, your aldermans, your councilmans. You know, you have to start low. Right. So we only worried about the president, bitch. You got to start about those judges that are being voted in your county and all this stuff. You need to know about these things. You need to be on that campaign trail on that. You understand what I'm saying? You need to try to put in force, you know, people that are going to take down people like this. I do feel like that those police officers, that any upcoming police officers, any judge, anybody that has a position of authority needs to have an evaluation on colored people, gay people,
especially gay
people. They need to have it. That goes for black people too. Sorry.
Hello.
Just because they black don't mean they got your back.
Message
don't mean they got your back, girl.
And see, and my thing is, you taught me that a long time ago. You always told me you was like murder. Like when we used to have conversations, you know, back before when y'all was talking about the table talk. This is conversation that me and you always said you was like murder, because at the end of the day, don't be out there rallying for all of these things, and then, bitch, when they kill us, or when they kill me, or when they kill you, bitch, a bit silent and a bit quiet. You get what I'm saying? But now it's the time that we need to be a voice for everybody. Everybody needs to be a voice for us too, as well. It's just as we are for them.
Right. Right, so Craig, you okay? Your connection over there carrying on?
Doing something. I'm like,
Craig, you got that downtown connection, girl. Listen, we done totally forgot about the COVID. That black man done been killed, baby. We done forgot all about the COVID.
Okay, wait. So I'm not familiar. So I seen the video. Somebody tell me, like, somebody give me the rundown, because yesterday when I was
just go on Instagram, it's on there. We can't do the rundown right now. We go on Instagram, Craig. You got to start focusing on things that's going on in the world. You supposed to be talking about, you know, topics that's going on. You got to know what's going on all the way around.
But see, my thing is, let me get you, sweet, because I don't dibble and dabble in this, bitch. When I do my live be about me and motivation for people in the community. So all
we could have talked about what was going on. 50,000 things this morning, but we was talking about all things black this morning. Right. So you need to know, when I put in the comments thing, all things black, you know something was going on.
Yeah, I seen it, but I never really went back and really looked.
So you got to know what's going on in the world, Chichi. You can't just smoke and lay down, girl.
Girl, I love smoking. Girl, I just don't smoke and lay down. How I be doing other shit. That's not.
You do. You be hustling. You be hustling. You be hustling. You do be hustling.
I didn't pay no attention to it. So
you do be hustling. Now, Chicha, you do be hustling and grinding, but you do be smoking and drinking. Okay, go here in the let's look at these assets. Craig did provide us with some things today. He did make some stuff. Let's put the stuff up that Craig added to the conversation piece this morning.
And that goddamn Comcast came here today with a brand new modem.
And girl acting up everybody online.
right.
George Floyd was murdered by Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, badge number 1087, while another officer Tao Thao. Wait a minute, Tao Thao.
Yes. Yes.
That was the
Okay, go ahead. And then this was posted on somebody's thing. Man, somebody put I got this from the custom pastor. Sean Baker online said racists own the worst place for lawn care. Hold on, I can't see that, Mo. You done moved it too quick now. My vision is getting bad. You already know I'm old. It said racists own the worst place for lawn care. Sean Baker, Senior Baker, located. A man who begged, please, I can't breathe, dies in Minneapolis police custody. This bitch, Sean Baker said, also, one less piece of shit in the world. Oh, hope it didn't. It was glorious to watch. Sean Baker's girl. These people really going to they. Oh my God. Go ahead, Mo. Next thing. Craig, you added this by Dana White. White people are concerned and busy with maintaining dominance in the nation that they fear reflects them less daily as the U.S. becomes more brown and black. And we've seen an uptick in desperate anti-black and anti-migrant behavior. The system doesn't and won't maintain itself. Excuse me. There's not a day I wake up and lament my blackness. It's magnificent and full. Truly, it holds me. My blackness doesn't need to oppress, deny, harm, exploit, take anything from anyone or any place. It is not lack, not emptiness of any sort. That's white people's affliction. Being black is not exhausting at all. White people are exhausting. That's what they do. Exhaust others, exhaust resources, exhaust themselves, and their obsession with dominance. Whiteness is exhaustion. His name is George Floyd. He was murdered by the Minneapolis Police Department. These officers suffocated him while in handcuffs. Someone called the police on him outside of a grocery store because they allegedly thought he wrote a bad check. Oh, don't make me tell that story. Go ahead. America, where it's okay to kneel on a black man's neck and murder him, but it's unpatriotic to kneel in protest of that murder.
Boom.
The people are outraged in the country. The country is outraged about this situation as
because this shit keeps happening and nobody ain't doing shit.
So my thing is, so last night when I was watching Tamika Mallory and Linda Saussure and my son, they should be in Minneapolis. And if you don't know those three names, then you should. Those are three major names in the Black Justice movement, not just Shaun King, but those are three people that actually get up and they go. And one of the questions that kept coming up at 3 a.m. as they were on the road having these conversations is, okay, so what is the solutionary method? What do we do now that we've had the conversations, now that we are enraged? Minneapolis says that the solutionary method is to let them know that every time this happens, we gon' fuck y'all shit up. Y'all are gonna have to replace this stuff, right? But as a whole, as a Black community, as Black people, how do we hold ourselves accountable? Like Craig said, what are we putting in place? What is the plan? What is the game plan moving forward to ensure that the next time that this happens, it does not just become another panel, another cash cow for nonprofit organizations to talk about and get bookings on radio shows, right? And I think that starting at a place where we empower ourselves and embolden ourselves to talk to these mayoral houses and to talk to the chief of staff and to talk to these chiefs of police and let them know your community is going to be watching you, right? We are going to be on you like y'all are on us, right? And like y'all are supposed to be on these white supremacists and these racists until y'all get it the fuck together. And if you can't get it the fuck together, we are going to make sure that you lose your job. Right? And these have to be actions, right? We can't just continue to talk about it and be upset. Everybody is talking about it. Everybody is upset. But now we have to let them know that their jobs are not safe. Their livelihoods are not safe. When they go out, they will be harassed about the things that they are not doing for the community. They will not be able to turn around and not have somebody talk to them about the issues. They're never going to be able to go home and have peace with their cell phone as long as it rings, because we are going to constantly be on them about what is happening. And if we don't start somewhere, we're going to continue to keep seeing the same cycle over and over again as they get more fearful. Because let's be clear, this is about them being afraid of Black people and brown people taking over where they never thought that we could. It is about them being afraid that us finally becoming educated about financial awareness. It is about them seeing us buying more real estate. It is about them seeing Black businesses pop up and us supporting them. They are afraid.
Right.
And if we don't hold them accountable to that fear, to make sure that fear does not turn into an all-out bloodbath, they are going to try and kill us.
Yeah.
Every chance they get.
You know what we're really seeing is white folks panicking because this country is becoming more brown and more Black.
Yes.
And they're panicking. This is the result of them panicking.
Diamond said this is modern day lynching.
It's happening right in front of our face, right in front of our faces. And the funny thing is, my auntie, who's 81 years old, my great aunt, said, "Y'all the new slaves."
Really?
Yep. She said, "We the new slaves."
Messy.
Yeah.
And she 81.
I just want, maybe we need to start doing a whole in unison, just taking these bitches down, just taking it.
My thing is, I think that we should.
Wait a minute, hold on.
What'd you say, Chi-Chi?
I think that what we should do when they do shit to us like this, we go find somebody in their family and we wail on their ass. How they wail on our ass.
But you're not gonna it ain't gonna fix nothing doing evil.
I know it ain't gonna fix nothing, and I know it ain't gonna fix nothing, but because at the end of the day, this shit is to happen how many times? It's like how many more that we gonna have to keep going through? We get tested.
Mo was just showing me something. Kansas City. What was that, Mo? You were showing me?
Kansas City. They said a couple of days. Kansas City. Officers shot a Black man 9 times, dragged him into an apartment hallway, and tried to kill him.
They didn't kill him after the 9 bullets.
No, they didn't.
And they dragged him in and tried to kill him.
Was they Black policemen or were they white policemen?
They were white police officers.
They were white guys.
And see, this is what I be saying. And this is my thing. Even y'all be wanting, have some of your kids be a police. Don't have your kids be a rapper. I think we need more Black people, more visible brown people in the world of that, like standing in the forefront for us. So when they see some foul shit going on, say if me and Craig police officer, and it's another police officer doing some foul shit to a Black person, me and Craig should be able enough to, hey, don't do that, or let us fix the situation. We need more Black people, more brown people, more of us in law form, office. Like we need more color.
But the thing about that is disenfranchised people who are then afforded those positions, because we have, let's be very clear, we do have a number of Black and brown people. We saw a brown person sit there and watch this Black man get murdered, right? And we see this on numerous occasions where we've seen when the issue happened in Dallas a couple of years ago, we saw that there was a Latinx woman that was standing there and watching this happen. And so it's not about them being on the force, right? It's about getting people who have it to sacrifice. And unfortunately, as Black and brown people, a lot of the time we don't have it to sacrifice, or we don't feel like we can sacrifice it because we are already disenfranchised. Like I said, when I made the comments about us, if you're not willing to put your body on the line at this point, then you need to step back. There were people in the comments that said, "Hope, I get what you're saying, but bitch, I got too much to put my body on the line." And so if that is always going to be the consensus, because that is the way that white people shape it, we're not going to be able, you know what I'm saying? We can do so much infiltrating, but if it's going to come down to, I got to go back home to my daughter, I have to go back home to my wife, my grandmother needs me, which is why that's why they get away with this shit, because they know that we're disenfranchised. And it doesn't matter how high up the totem pole you go, there are Black millionaires that are afraid to talk shit to white people. Because all they have to do is make one fucking phone call. And that's the problem. That's why I said it's a top-down approach. We've been working at it from the wrong angle this entire time. It is a top-down approach. We have to start talking to these people, and we have to start being these people that make the heavy decisions at the top so that it can be a trickle-down effect. And until then, we're going to continue to keep slushing in the mud. That's really what's going to continue to happen. We have the decisions, we have the knowledge, but
we need to do what Minneapolis is doing and take this motherfucker down. Put the motherfucker down and give me mine.
The massacre is about to occur right now.
Yeah, but I'm just scared that they're gonna call the military in, and start, doing shit like that,
Of course.
And here's the thing: what has our president said about this?
Not a thing.
Where he at?
Crickets.
Child getting
He'll
a tan.
probably wait until Obama says something, and then he'll issue a statement.
Yeah.
They just need to take that bitch out. Just take her out the White House and put her somewhere else.
Okay, you were resting on Monday night for the show. Did I do good on the docket? You had rode that bicycle all day, so you had to get you some rest, girl. And you writing a new book on the new song for Brandy, so you had to rest. You so busy. So I was so happy to get you this morning because I can't get you no more. That's why y'all Bloomingdale blouses me. Y'all start at Target tops and then end up Bloomingdale blouses with you really expensive tops. Really expensive.
Lady Ankles, I miss you. I haven't been seeing. Well, I talked to Craig the other day. I'm lying.
Yeah, I talk to Craig every day, but Craig hasn't been participating. I think Craig has launched his own stuff. He has his own. Craig, tell us about your new launches that you have.
My YouTube channel is Craig the Writer, and we talk about all of this black shit over there on my YouTube channel. I talked about.
Craig, don't act like that. I don't. Now listen, don't do me. Now don't act like that. I don't talk about.
Oh, since I got y'all hoes live, I need.
You finna not cut me off. Don't sit up here and act like that I don't talk about black issues on my show, Craig. I'm very apprehensive with talking about this stuff with you because you and I see the stuff eye to eye. However, I used to be like, Craig, I don't really like getting into this stuff because I might say some shit, because I'm always you're going to approach a black issue from your black standpoint at it, and I'm going to approach a black issue from my standpoint at it. I'm going to always do that. But before we even do this, we talked about black wealth and black things and black stuff. I'm a bitch that supports black owned and black operated business. I've been doing this, Craig. We've been doing this stuff since the show.
Yeah.
So I need to go and I need to introduce you guys to a black owned and black operated business. So we got to take a little quick commercial break really fast, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna close the show. Do you want to open up the lines and see what the people out there have to say about it?
Yes.
Yes. Craig, do you have time today, or is it?
Yeah, we can go for a few.
Okay, hold on.
For a few.
All right, so I need let's go over here and let's get the sponsors for our show. All right. The 11-year-old sixth grader Zoe Moser of Gainesville, Virginia, is an author and entrepreneur. She's written a book called The $1 Million Project, which is a workbook to help readers of all ages to achieve their goals. Book proceeds fund the Zoe Project, a heartfelt initiative. I was right.
Mm-hmm.
A heartfelt initiative of spreading joy by sending handmade cards with personal messages of love to elderly and healthcare professionals during the COVID-19.
Oh.
You can contact her to have a card made and sent to a loved one. You can support her project by purchasing a book at what is that? themosers.com. That's THA Moser, THAMOSERS.com, and that's with an A. Or purchase it on Amazon. You can join the movement at Instagram at _ the Zoe Project _ or at the Mosers. Also on Facebook, Zoe Moser or the Zoe Project page. Let's hear from Zoe herself.
Oh.
Hi guys, it's me, Zoe Moser, and I have created this book right here, right in my hands, The $1 Million Project. Yep, it's called The $1 Million Project. And the proceeds are going to fund these cards right here. So I'm going to need you guys' help. So follow me on Instagram at _the_Zoe_project_ and the Mosers on Facebook and Instagram. And that is THAMOSERS. Do you know of a nursing home resident or healthcare professional that you want to send love to? Let me know and I'll handle the rest. Remember, this is all free. You hear me? You heard me? This is all free. Yes, and it costs nothing for you to share this video and help me spread the love. Remember, we're all in this together.
All right.
She was so cute.
Yeah, definitely cute. Y'all, so y'all make sure you guys let them know that T.S. Madison sent you from the Maddie in the Morning Show. All of these sponsors today will be posted on my Instagram page. I've already put the lashes up for you girls that are looking for the lashes. It's already on my Instagram. My Instagram page right now.
Oh, she was the cutest.
Let me try to restart this shit and come back in.
She was so cute. I need a baby.
Yeah, the internet is acting up this morning.
I need a baby. I need a little Zoe Moser. She was cute.
You need a baby?
I need a baby. I need a whole baby in these streets.
Hold on. Craig said his internet acting up. Everybody internet. Is the weather bad outside?
It actually is because it's about to pour down over here too.
It was flooding so hard in Miami.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was looking at Funky Dineva show some stuff that said it was flooding so hard. Flooding so hard in Miami. So, I will be posting, and it was raining yesterday, and it was a tornado. So listen, the Bible, as my mama say, the Bible is being fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, the time is winding up. It's winding up, honey. Craig, come on back in here before I open up the lines, because you know when I open up the lines.
Yeah, child.
Flood in Michigan. Oh, tropical storm is out there?
Yeah.
They say Bertha?
Bertha. Child, I ain't been in Miami in so long. I ain't have to worry about no hurricane. in the last 10 years, I haven't had to hear the word hurricane.
I think you got
Wow, you haven't been in Miami in 10 years?
Not in my 10 years. I went for my grandmother's funeral, but that was like a week. Girl, I have not been home in forever. It ain't nothing down there.
All right.
Oh, that's your hometown too?
Yeah, I'm from Miami.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So Craig is back. Could you say he had to go work on some stuff? Everybody internet is acting a fool. Chichi got his website up. His website done came together. You see his website, Craig? He's working on that. I told him that he needs to do a couple little things that he need to do.
Yeah, I gotta give him my. I didn't send it to him yet.
Yes, somebody said Miami in the house, 305, baby.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead on and open this up, and then I'm gonna close out after we take a couple. We ain't gonna take no whole bunch, so please come over here and be respectful to our guests folks that we're talking to.
My YouTube channel is Craig the Writer. Thelma is Craig the Writer on YouTube.
We're only gonna take a couple things. Yeah, Chi-Chi is out there making moves, girl. Chi-Chi out there carrying on. Hold on.
All right, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi said I had to go.
I'm about to put this down there. Oh, babe, I was about to press it. What you call it? So when I open up the lines, please make your commentary, your comments brief on it. We're going to say, and today's my brother's birthday, my baby brother. My baby brother turned 20. Happy birthday, Pookie. I don't know if you can see me, honey, because you know you so busy these days trying to outbeat me in coins. You won't. But happy birthday.
First millionaire in the family, right here.
Girl,
right here.
Not me. Y'all been rich. Y'all be rich, bro.
Praise the Lord.
Hey, but Diamond, your mom and has been in real estate, and then you and I were talking yesterday. I'm waiting on Chichi to come in. He said he had to shake it up. He had took one of those slushies, and he is doing one of the numbers that it does to your stomach, Craig. Girl, what? I don't know what Chichi does. Went over there, sipped and drunk, but it done tore up his stomach. But Diamond, you and I were talking yesterday when you came in town, and you were saying that that you were trying to get me into real estate.
Absolutely.
I don't want to, and I told you my biggest thing for me getting into, I don't want to have to put nobody out. Craig, me and you've been talking about this stuff too. Like, but that's really your background. That's the way that you guys obtained the majority of your wealth before was from being into real estate.
And now that we're smarter and we're wiser, so your issue was you didn't want to put nobody out. You didn't want to deal with tenants. But however, that's why you have a property manager manage your property. The tenants in the house shouldn't even know your name. Shouldn't even know you're the owner, and they won't know. So you have Karens managing the property. So they don't know that
fuck Karen, you get your black look. And let her do it.
No,
see that's the other thing. We gotta stop thinking that white people do better business than we do.
But no shade.
Okay.
Ain't no white bitch that do shit better than me. I'm sorry.
Okay, but that's you specifically, and I'm gonna give you an example. Because let me tell you, yesterday I went to Checkers. Ooh, have you had them funnel cake fries?
No.
Oh God.
Yeah, she goes.
Okay, so I went to Checkers yesterday, pulled up, ordered a couple stuff, me and my friend in the car, and then I got to the window because I don't have a Checkers where I live. I said, "Oh, you know what? I want a banana shake." Do you know what the lady at the cashier, good and grown, probably like 60, told me when I said I want a banana shake?
What she said?
You gonna have to drive back around. Cousin, drive back around? You're telling me that I can't order my banana shake right here? I just gave you my car. How come you can't ring it up? You telling me I gotta drive back around to place my order for a banana shake when I just sat here and ordered a whole bunch of stuff? They don't never tell you that at Chick-fil-A. If you get up to the Chick-fil-A window after placing your order and you say, you know what?
So basically you're calling those places ghetto.
Essentially.
So many words.
But if I go to Chick-fil-A and you place a whole order and you get it to the window and say, you know,
here you go. Look at Craig's eyes.
I think I decided that I want to lemonade.
I'm not with that white is right.
Drive back around.
I'm not with that white is right or white is better.
I'm not saying it's right, but a lot of times the service, cuzzy, come on, cuzzy, be honest.
But see, that's the thing. That's not always black. That's not always black. And when I say support black-owned businesses, I don't mean just support them just because they're black. I mean support the ones that get it right. I get it right over here at Impeccable Works. You order books from me, your shit is coming in 2 to 3 days, period. At one point, we were doing it next day. So, I mean, we can't assume that just because it's a black-owned business that it's going to offer subpar service. That's not always the case.
Right, and
white businesses fuck up too, but we don't ascribe it to poor customer service. We always say, "Oh, they were racist." No, bitch. Sometimes they just got fucked up service.
Okay, now Craig, I get what Diamond is saying. I understand what you're saying, right? I get it, but are we gonna just skip over the inflation of prices?
But that's not all black business.
It's a majority.
Y'all buy inflated ass Louboutins and Louis Vuitton.
Y'all don't do none of that. I go right over there to Ross and I find me a purse that's cute.
Well, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying black folks pick and choose what they want to spend.
Now listen, Hope did that to you this morning, and I had to get Hope together about that. Hope did it.
No, I didn't mean you. I said y'all. I wasn't talking about you. I know you don't spend no money on clothes and shit like that.
No, ma'am. Okay, Craig, don't do me because I do buy clothes, but they definitely boutique clothes and they stretch. I need something to get over this ass. I got a toe up ass man-made body, so I can't go in the store and get that blue. I can't be a Bloomingdale blouse, girl. I got to have a stretch piece, okay? But Craig, But to go back to what you and Diamond were bantering over, I want to say that I get what she's saying about having a Karen, because let's play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
We walk up to a place and we see, and this is something that we've built into ourselves. We walk up to a place and we see somebody black get it, we like, oh nah, I'm already. We already like, oh nah. You know,
who is we? Because I don't do that.
Okay, well, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do
that, Craig. I think the majority of us do
that. But Hope, am I big?
You are not being facetious. You are not.
Give me an example. What do you mean when you walk in where? When you walk in where? Give me an example. What do you mean?
Places.
When I went to Checkers yesterday. She and that kept back around when I wanted to order a banana.
Checkers mean. Your first never
gonna Chick-fil-A, never.
Okay, but listen, sometimes because Craig, you and I have had conversations. I've laughed about it. I was like, well, I'm gonna start another business doing X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna speak about it right now, but I'm gonna start another business doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm gonna have, like Diamond said, a Karen or Tom handle it, because you get what I'm saying. If sometimes when black people know it's black people, they don't buy, or when they know it's from you specifically,
they don't buy.
You get what I'm saying? You have to mask it that way.
Do.
Sometimes just in order to make money. You know, you want to appeal to your people. You want to make these things. You want to make these things for your people. However, sometimes your people be like, "Oh, I'm not buying it because it's black."
Yep.
Sometimes that happens, but I will give you a contrary view to look at.
A lot of times it happens. You better get into it.
Well, that may be your reality. That may be your perspective. But for me, with my business, a lot of people bought my books just because I'm black. They were like, "Oh my God, I just want to support you because you're a black author, and we need to support writers." Now, granted, there are black people like, "Oh, I ain't buying his book." Some of the niggas in the comments now. I don't care what you got to say, Craig. That's fine. But we always talk about we want to see black film, we want to see black stories. If you have a black author creating that stuff, you don't want to support it. So I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying we can't have that framework, that mindset that all black businesses are going to offer subpar service.
We didn't say all, though, Craig. We didn't say all. We didn't say all.
Well, it was implicit in what you said. You said, you know how black businesses do. That's implicit. You're saying all without saying all.
They're saying Checkers is not black owned, Diamond, so cut it.
No. They don't have to be black owned, but the people that was up in there was black. You know what I'm saying? So I think if they were uncolored, as you will, they wouldn't have treated me like that and told me to go back around. Who tells somebody to drive back around? If you tell somebody to drive back around,
girl, listen, we done had to whoop a white bitch ass at the motherfucking drive-through too.
God. This is true.
And you know I was gonna whoop no white bitches ass over there at that place we was at.
Yeah, please don't bring that up, cause
I'm not.
Thank you. Cause this one likes to fight.
But okay? I tried to tell you, and you say every time you see me post something online, them hoes be trying me online. You be like, y'all don't know that.
This ain't what you want.
Bitch, this ain't what you want. Bitch, that hoe gonna windmill, stab, fight. She gonna get into all the things. You know,
and I'm not saying that there aren't black businesses that get it wrong, but I'm also saying that there are white businesses that get it wrong too. But we a lot of times as black people ascribe poor customer service at a black-owned business as, oh, they don't know how to run a business. When it happens with a white business, we don't usually see it as poor customer service. We usually go straight to, oh, they racist. And it's not always racism. Sometimes they just got badass customer service over there too. I'm just saying, when I support a business that's really, really great, like Maddie said, I put you into the vegan wrap that I like. It's a black-owned business in Atlanta. But I try to support them by talking about it on my live. I post pictures on my
and listen, and Craig, no shade. They shit so good.
That shit is good. And there are black businesses that I support that don't get it right, but I'm just not going to promote them. Now, I still will support them, but I'm not going to send you over there and then you're going to get badass customer service. I'm saying I just try to lift those businesses, they get it right.
Yeah, they are good, but it's like certain things they do need to change. Like, girl, why you gotta wait so long? Like stuff like that. Like, girl, you know you got a good product. Why are you torturing your people like that? All right, hold on. Here we go. Chi-Chi needs to tell y'all about his stuff, and then hope you tell us about your stuff too. Chi-Chi, come on, girl.
Hey guys, so guys, I do have a website that is almost ready, but it's up and it's www.chigangent.com. So you can go there.
Didn't I tell you about making a long name? Didn't I tell you? I told you.
Let me explain something to you.
I'm gonna help you. Hold on, just shut your mouth. We're gonna help you. It's gonna be another name you're gonna go to that'll be able to go to that. It's gonna be shorter than that. But for right now, it's Chi Gang Entertainment. Chi Gang
ENT.com. And I'm gonna find another, I'm gonna get me another name, so it's gonna be Infamous Chi-Chi.com, so it can just take you from Infamous Chi-Chi all the way to the other one. So it's just all one
I've
thing.
told you this. I've been straight. I told Craig to do it. I told you to do it. Y'all know I may not be smart in everything, but I know how to get to that, how to make that dollar come down like this here. It can't have all these names everywhere. It got to be one motherfucking thing so the bitch know that that's you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chi-Chi. That's it. You got a book coming out? Is you writing the book of the book of thugs?
Oh, wow.
A book of thugs.
Yeah, I got the book of thugs. I got you in there. You and Craig in there. You, Craig, and Hope.
Yes.
But Craig wrote it though. I just told him what to write.
Yeah, Craig the ghostwriter. He gonna make money on the side. No, Craig. Listen, Craig wrote almost as the count for Brandy.
Oh, he didn't count. I
can't.
Hope, don't pay that no mind. She got that lie every time we get on this live.
But yeah, I'm gonna need you soon, Quista. I'll be back Sunday because they'll be home Sunday.
Oh, bye, girl.
Bye, girl.
Craig really ghostwriter?
Craig does write. Craig is a good writer. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he just got to get them grammatical things together. Oh, I didn't mean to say that while we laugh. All right, I'm about to open up the lines, y'all. Here we go. Listen, y'all, come on now. I'm gonna boot you out after you say what you gotta say. I'm not gonna be on here long with y'all now. I'm gonna boot you out. There we go. That's the link down there in the chat. If you're on YouTube, that's where the link at. You know, that's the link down there in the chat. There it is. And you're not gonna be able to stay on here long because we got to get out of here, bitch.
Girl,
I smell
look
good
like
cooking.
everybody today. I look
You
like
know.
Sky, Kelly Rowland, Solange. That was interesting.
Yes, ma'am. There it is. Y'all come on in and make your opinions brief and short. There we go. Make your opinions brief and short.
He got his Corona beer.
Thank you, Bernard, for subscribing. Yes, I appreciate it. And thank you,
Y'all
Mel.
don't attack Hope about her comments earlier. We were having a passionate discussion. Do not attack Craig about his comments earlier. We were having a passionate discussion. I thought we was going to have to pull her hair and windmill, but we all in the damn thing about the situation. Craig, you and Hope good?
Yeah, Hope is educated.
And I appreciate you offering an apology. No, I sincerely accept it. I just think that we were really passionate about what we were saying. I love Hope. I really want you to be a part of that trans community conversation that Derek J and I are going to have on June 3rd. I had you in mind anyway, even before today. I think I mentioned it to you before.
You told me.
But yeah, I want you to be a part of it. It's going to be on Wednesday, June 3rd. And my YouTube channel is Craig the Writer.
He's educated.
But I'll tell you that.
Very educated. All right. I'm about to start. Listen, when I let you on, say what you got to say, and then I got to put you out. Okay, I got to let the people in, and we ain't standing here no long ass time because I'm hungry.
Okay, me
all
too.
Right. Bijan, hey babe.
What's going on, everybody? What's up, man? What's up, Hope? I ain't really I'm not coming in to bash nobody. If anything, I'm coming to just praise y'all for y'all comments. I hate that it happened the way that it did, but it gave us an opportunity to see how passionate y'all are about the shit that y'all are involved in. And I was over here crying like a motherfucker, yo, like, yes, Greg, yes, Hope, you better say it, bitch, yes. Like, I was into it, but I do want to say we all as Black people have to come together. If we do not get that situated and mentally in our minds and start to unweave the shit that has been done to us before, Maddie, you remember I was talking about the Willie Lynch letter. This shit,
Yes.
it also ties back into the Willie Lynch letter because we as Black people are still stuck in that stigma of the letter. If we cannot, as a whole, Black, lightest of Black, and Black, trans Black, if we can't all just come together as a whole and unite, it has nothing to do with the Bloods and Crips, even though that would be the one that I would want to go to. Should they kill us, they might as well kill somebody else for a Beta Cross. But if we can't all come together, the Black church, if we can't all come together, if we can't all do that together, we will never be able to break this cipher. Never. No matter who says what or who does what or who gets involved or who what. Because even if you do have the Bloods and Crips police, they're not gonna stand for the gays and the trans and the they're not gonna stand for that. They're not gonna protect that. They're gonna protect their allies who are straight cis men like themselves. It's a good
fantasy. Right, Hope?
Yes.
The term is cishet.
Cisgender heterosexual.
Okay, because see, y'all schooling me. I thought I was up on game. Y'all schooling me to another level. Thank you. Thank you.
What is cishet? I want to know what that is. What is cishet?
So it's an abbreviation for cisgender heterosexual. So instead of having to say that entire thing, you say cishet when somebody is both cisgender and heterosexual.
Cishet. Okay, I like. Keep them coming.
All right, Bijan.
But yes, I really appreciate this show, and I just want to say, lastly, this was monumental, Maddie. Your show, you definitely hit on a lot of different topics in our LGBT community, but for the most part, you keep our guts bust. You hear me laughing. This was a monumental show today, baby, and I can't wait to watch it again and again.
Yes. Oh my God! Thank you, Tony C. Thank you, Tony C, for the love offering. Oh my God, these names. You got to call these names out for me, Diamond. Just right there. Amber J. Black, thank you. All right, Bijan, let me let these folks because the chat is filling up.
All right, Mama. Y'all have a good one.
All right, baby.
Thank you, Lord Jason Eugene Moore, I think it says. Thank you.
I was gonna say there are a lot of y'all that have blessed me this morning, so thank y'all.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. Hey, Randy.
What's up, Maddie?
Come on, make it quick, Randy. We hungry now. Come on.
I just got two things to talk about, especially what he just mentioned about all the Black community coming together.
Randy? Or is it just me?
I can hear him.
Can you hear me?
Oh, it's just me. I can't hear him.
Hold on.
Hold on. You'll probably hear it in playback.
Okay. Yeah, I can't hear him.
Because he can't go out and come back in, and you can't go out and come back in, or you'll be out.
Okay.
So don't do it. Don't leave. Okay, go ahead, man.
Like he was saying, the Black community does need to come together because
whoever you are, that was a blessing. Oh my God.
Whenever I start talking about things like what's going on online, I always get people arguing with me saying that, well, I'm not Black enough because I'm only half Black. And that bothers me because I'm like, you know what? I'm still half Black, and you might just be a light-skinned Black dude or a Hispanic dude, but I'm still half Black, half Hispanic. And to me, I just stopped posting about it because everybody was coming on my page talking about, oh, well, you ain't Black enough to be talking about this. My dad's from Oklahoma. He's Black. I'm Black. And it's not fair to us biracial kids for everybody to say we're not Black enough to talk about these issues. Also, Craig, not all Black-owned businesses are bad. My little sewing company, we're professional.
I never said that. What show were you listening to, baby?
I'm just saying.
What did he say?
On time.
I
never said that. I believe that some of you come in here and just hear what you want to hear. I never said that. I never said that.
Craig was asking for the Black businesses.
It was Diamond.
I went against. I'm just saying, you don't get the best customer service.
Well, when you come to Randy's Sewing Closet, you get the best customer service.
Okay. All right, Randy. Let me let somebody else, baby. They is tearing this chat up.
Love you. Bye.
I love you, baby. And I like Randy's point. I like Randy's point because he is just like that shit was going on with Doja Cat this week, girl. You know, hoes was attacking me in my inbox too, all because I talked about that shit with Doja Cat. You get, girl, they was terrorizing me. I was like, girl, y'all better get somewhere and sit down, bitch. I'm not there about me.
That's a whole.
I was like, come, where you at?
Where you at?
Let me know, bitch. You know,
girl.
Look,
like that Doja Cat shit.
Brandy Thomas said they just don't like Craig. They trying to cancel him like Sister Circle.
Tyler, hi baby, how you doing?
Hi y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey, what's up?
Hi Tyler.
Hi Hope, hey Craig, hey Maddie, hey Diamond. I just want to speak on the whole LGBTQ community. I feel like until we come together as a whole, they're not going to respect us. They see us so divided. Yeah. They see us worrying about who's femme, who's trade, who's a butch queen. And then sometimes when we go in the store, if I see a beautiful trans woman, the first person to say that she's a trans, which you could be possibly putting her in danger because a man was watching her, is the first one to say it is some gay boy to say, that's a man. You see her, that's a man. No, that's a woman. That's a trans woman to be exact. And you may possibly be putting her life in danger because she may be in here with someone who's incognito and she's not clockable. But by you hollering that out, when she leaves out of this store, he's going to kill her because he doesn't want anyone to know what's going on. So I feel like people feel so comfortable to attack us because we do not come together. I feel like we need to clean up our own house before we step into other people's homes. Because it's so divided in our community. They don't take us serious. Because if you think about it, we give all our things to these cisgendered women. Like we teach them how to throw shade, how to read. They're making $1 million on Housewives of Atlanta when we could build our own platforms using our own phrases, talking how we talk and having brunches and building businesses with our own friends instead of passing along our own things to somebody else because we're so afraid of our own to come up. That's an issue. It's not just a Black issue. It's the LGBTQ community issue first.
Well, to back up what you're saying, Tyler, who do you have to defend me against? Because you know you mad at my you got to defend me against what?
Black women all the time.
Other Black people.
No,
the time.
But majority of my own gay.
That's something that irritates me because let me say this. Me being a very feminine gay man. I already have to second guess if I want to go in the store because I got too much switch in my walk and I don't want to turn it down. So if it's a group of people in the store, I'll be like, okay, do I want to go in here? I mean, just being real, call a thing a thing. Sometimes you do. So why would I sit here and bash a trans woman or another feminine gay guy? Oh, girl, he doing too much. Let him be him. You don't know what that person had to go through to wake up in the morning, no matter how you feel about it, for them to wake up in the morning and be who they are. I feel like the LGBT community is the TQ community is the most divided community ever. I love and support everybody. Maddie, you know I support you. Patreon, all that. I support. I follow, do all that. But some gay people are the main reason why people treat us the way they do. We work at jobs together. Girl, I don't want that queen working here. No, help your brother or your sister get a job. I want to be the only one here. But you'll go lay Nini's or whoever hair, but you don't want to go over there and lay T.S. Madison hair because, oh, I'm too good to come over there. But you'll go kiss somebody's ass just for free and they ain't even going to post you.
Bitch.
Those type of things irritate me. And as far as like police killing Black men and things like that, I am very compassionate about that. I fight with them. But my only thing is, I'm just being honest. Does my gay Black life matter? That's my question. Yours matter to me. It does. I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to ride for you, whatever. But you will let these people kill me because not to be vulgar, but because I choose to suck a dick, I should be killed. Just being 100. What ain't got
that's what the Bible say. The Bible say that.
What is Hope doing over there?
The Bible say that.
The library is open, bitch, and I'm reading every book in this motherfucker.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but I just hate how it's kind of for me. I get with Maddie. I don't know if you were saying this, but this is how I feel. I am against police killing us. I am. But I also kind of step to the side because it's like, if it were me, you're not going to put me on a shirt. You're not going to put my pictures on here. You're not going to protest. You never see any of this. And we are killed all the time. It's plenty of times we've been buried in the woods behind police and this and this and that. I don't see y'all saying, say our name. I don't see the people that's supposed to be.
Get him off of here before I start preaching.
I don't see people being at the forefront of the movement. The people that are at the forefront of the movement who share all these people's picture on social media. When one of these trans people are killed or whatever like that, y'all whispering about that because that's another bitch that won't take your man. Y'all whispering about us gays and this and this and that. Y'all don't want to do that. And so I feel like I can't be inclusive until I'm included. That's just me.
Yes. Okay, Tyler.
But I don't want to take up too much time. I'm finna go in here and do a little shopping. Thank you, Maddie. Nice to meet you, Hope. Hey,
are you shopping at a black-owned business?
Huh?
Are you shopping at a black-owned business, bitch?
I'm black-owned. Somebody shopping with me.
Well, wait, Tyler, listen. I really want you to be a part of one of these conversations that Derek J and I are doing coming up. Please inbox me somewhere or find me on YouTube. It's Craig the Right on YouTube because I think you have a lot to contribute to that conversation.
Okay, yes. I will DM you on Instagram.
Okay.
Yes. It's gonna be an absolutely tie. I'm gonna DM you on Instagram and I'll be ready.
Okay.
All right, Tyler.
Bye.
All right, baby.
Tyler said something that I wanted to piggyback on. And I've said this so many times. I've said it on your show, Madison. I've said it on my own lives. Black gay people have been at the forefront of every major movement in the country. Civil rights, HIV AIDS, women's movement. Black gay people have saved the black community. Black gay people saved the black community. Period. And thank you, Tony C. I got it. I appreciate that, Tony C.
Yeah, Tony C looked out for us this morning. Thank you, Tony C. Thank you. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you, Mills. Thank you very much, baby. We got it, honey. You blessed us this morning. Bashata Didi Alabosi. All right, hold on. We got Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine.
What's going on?
Hey,
I respect what's going on. What's going on? Hey, everybody gonna ignore how that lady was just jerking the shit out of that dog, killing her white dog?
Jasmine, listen, I'm with you. I have 2 dogs and I am an animal lover. I was more disturbed at the dog. You know, I was more distracted at the dog. And the sad thing, Jasmine, let me just say this. Karen will be penalized more for what happened with the dog than what happened with the man, unfortunately. But the same way with the same way she was treating that dog.
The only thing I would like to say is like this systematic distrust that we have. I believe, Craig, you talk about it. And I love what you're doing, Craig. You know I follow you. I done bought all your little cookbooks. I love it. But on a serious note, you know, it's a yes, I love you, Craig. I love you. But look, it's a serious thing when like it's expectation kind of when we see like customer service, we can attribute it to racism or they being racist. But when like another person that look like us do it, it kind of really hurt your feelings. Like that shit hit for me. Now for me, that shit hit a little different. Like I'm kind of not expecting some white people to do that too, because I do have very close white friends. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. Y'all know Duval, it's a mixed race, you know. But like, I think we have to get beyond that distrust with each other. But that would take like a lot of guts. Cause I'm gonna tell you, when I roll through and see a nigga handing me my McDonald's fries, you know what I'm saying? You just just disregard any type of charisma or care towards my care. You know what I mean? That shit just, you know, I take it very personal, different. But when you look like me and you treat me like that, when I know I work in security and public safety, I don't go around the world doing that. And I don't expect that.
And you know what I think happens, Jasmine?
But that's all I had to say.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Jasmine.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening to you, Craig.
Here's what I think happens. a lot of times when, in my experience, when I see Black businesses that will go above and beyond for anyone non-Black, it's because a lot of times Black folks think, Black entrepreneurs think that they cannot survive and their business cannot and will not sustain
with the Black dollar.
With just the Black dollar.
With
We
just the
think,
Black
a lot
dollar.
of times we think that we need the support of white people to make it. And that's
Yes.
why a lot of times we don't want to be the face of the business, because we think if they know we own it, then they're not going to support us. And that's why I was intentional, very, very much so intentional. When I released my 4th book, I dedicated the book to Black people. I put at the book, this is dedication to Black people, because I refuse to be afraid to speak what I want to say.
All right, thank you, Jasmine.
Yeah, I mean, thank y'all for having me. Again, Craig, I love what you're doing on the panel. I should have been on that lesbian one. Y'all needed a younger lesbian on there, but I ain't gonna talk shit about that. I love you, Auntie Madison. I love you, Hope, Giselle, Hope. I swear for God. I'm sorry. Hold on, Auntie. One more thing. Hope and Auntie, I watched y'all for a while without knowing. You know, I'm a bulldagger from way back. I'm looking at y'all like, and I know I don't want no man. But Auntie Maddie, Giselle, y'all made me think I might want to try it if I ain't get married this past year. But Lord Jesus, I'm looking at y'all like,
listen.
I'm like,
oh Jesus,
because I love me some big beautiful women. But hey, that's it.
Fucking when the lights off, it's the same everything going down when the lights off in this bitch. It's on the bull thing when you're laying down with Chris. That's when your sexuality questions.
Well, I love you, Auntie Maddie. I love you, Uncle Craig. You are so beautiful, Miss Hope Giselle.
Thank you.
Y'all take care.
I love you, baby. Oh my God, I love her every time she come on, honey. Craig, but I have to say this, okay? I know you with that mask in the Black business thing, Craig.
Yeah.
And you said something very important to her when you said that we think that we couldn't sustain off the Black dollar. I hate to always bring my past up in, but when I used to be escorting, I used to hear the Black girls say when that white man was calling their phone, they was over there rushing to answer the phone. I'm like, so y'all, you mean to tell me you ain't charging them niggas? You mean to tell me you turn and when a nigga call your phone, you hang up on the nigga? Because he call your phone? Bitch, you don't have no customer service skills to know what you dealing with? Oh, I only date white men. Oh, really? Okay. Baby, she only date them. What's the tea? But I built my whole fortune that I made, my whole fortune. And y'all can hashtag whole for HOE fortune. The whole fortune that I made was definitely made off the Black dollar. Because I was built like a Black bitch. I was built like a Black woman. You get what I'm saying? Like a big body Black woman. And you know, I'm considered fat to white men. So, bitch, my dollar came in through the Black. And a lot of the Black hoes used to say shit like, oh, there's no way that she making no money because she fat. And you know what I'm saying? White men don't like her. I'm like, well, they don't have to, bitch, because the niggas coming through dropping that motherfucking change, bitch. Because I definitely done clientele with the same ballers y'all done clientele with. You feel me? You know,
facts.
90% of my clientele have been African Americans.
I know.
That's where my whole fortune came from. Whole fortune, not whole.
Facts.
Because my whole fortune will come from a combination shit. But my whole fortune definitely was from the Black dollar. All right, let me add on to Anthony. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Hi, baby.
Hi, nice to meet everyone. I wanted to piggyback on what Craig was saying. If we do look back at the civil rights movement, we can look at James Baldwin, Angela Davis,
Baird
Rustin, who started the Black civil rights movement, and March on Washington.
He organized the Freedom Riders.
Yep.
Come on.
Excuse me?
He organized the Freedom Riders.
Yes.
Correct. And so what happens, Neely Fully Jr. says, it's called maximum sophisticated confusion. They confuse us so much and it's so sophisticated that we think the abnormal is normal. We're normalized not to be together. And so, like Miss Madison, You have your platform. I go out. I try to get people to go vote, register. We all have to start with our communities and use what we have, because we are the impetus of the civil rights movement. Gay Black people, even the Stonewall.
Marsha
P.
P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera.
So what do y'all think about that?
Come on.
What are we doing? Because they want us to be vilified because we are the chosen people within our Black community, the gay people. Angela Davis.
You better look around, Craig, and find out the lie. Craig, you look
rise up and lead our people. We shouldn't be looking for we shouldn't be looking for the Crips, the Bloods. Because when you look back at your Black civil rights history, it's the Black gay Black woman and man who started it. So what we gonna do?
Even the Black Lives Matter movement started by two queer lesbian
What
women.
we gonna do?
Absolutely.
Because we are the chosen people within the Black community. We are the James Baldwin. We ain't go Maya Angelou. Malcolm X was considered to be bisexual.
You better tell the people.
Wait a minute.
So I want to hear that. I want to hear what not what the nigga gonna do, not what the Crips gonna do, but as the look at your gifts, Madison. Look at Miss Madison. Look at your gifts.
Come on.
You're a gifted trans woman. You are gay and you have a following. You have Black women following you like cake.
But that's why I'm always educating my Black women that follow me. I'm always telling them my stories. I'm always talking to them. And you know, people, I may not be on the forefront line like Hope or maybe even like Craig with it, but I utilize what I have, and what I have is influence, and what I have is a platform big enough that people that from all walks of life, heterosexual women, heterosexual Black women, white women from all walks of life come and watch and learn something each time that they come here. So I do my part. I may not be going to jail because listen, I hope I love you, but they lock me up, honey. I'm gonna fucking them. But that's another story. Now I was joking. Now I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
okay. Some people, like Hope says, some people can give their life, and some people are saying, "Hey, look, I'll give you the money, get down there, so you can give you your life."
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure I have the resources.
Or like Craig may have the brains to put it together. Correct. And then we say, hey, we need this straight person, Black person, so we can get this together, get everybody together. Like everybody has their own role to play within it, but I still believe within my theory, within my heart, that when you look back at the civil rights movement and you look back with the strides, that the leaders were Black, gay, LGBTQI people.
You're right. I mean, he named so many people, and I hope you guys heard him when he mentioned that Malcolm X was bisexual.
Oh, dear God, Craig, you finna start. Y'all know y'all finna start a war down here, right?
That's true, though, Madison. That's true. That's true.
Somebody just wrote in the comments, say, "Oh, I got to go look that up."
It's Angela Davis. Angela Davis is now left. Nikki Giovanni.
Right.
I mean, you can look at the list of. I mean, hey, you love Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was pansexual. She was gifted. She was the biggest contributor to the United Negro College Fund. Michael Jackson, biggest contributor to African Americans.
Wait a minute, that's a lie. Hold on, Lisa Chapman. That's a lie.
But see, they don't want to face that.
They don't want to face that. They don't want
to. And they are trying to hate us because if we get our power, then we would be the key to unlock their rights.
Baby,
that's why they train them to hate us so.
Baby, the people just wait.
They don't want to.
That's okay, Craig. Where them facts coming?
That's Madison. You remember when you had that show? And you had that little boy on there, and then Aunt hit that boy.
Yes,
that's the thing that ties into what I'm talking about now. That little boy probably could have been gay, and could have been the Messiah for the Black people. But you got them thinking that the gay person is terrible. The gay person is the key to the civil rights. If you look back to history,
they discussed that about Malcolm X being bisexual.
Much of what you do
listen,
is
y'all
one of the basic principles of sociology is much of what you do is determined by the culture in which you live in.
Like Kanisha.
So I want to hear this. I want to hear this discussion. If we all for gay people and we are the keys to civil rights, what we gonna do?
Yeah.
But
baby,
also,
listen. Anthony, you done came in and shook the room up, baby.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm part of the Maddie mob. I'm supposed to shake it up.
Yes, you are. Hold on. So
you
Lisa
need to have me come back on.
Listen, so Lisa say, so the gay is the key and the chosen people?
Yeah.
No, but we've been at the forefront.
They train not to. They train.
Everybody has to be gay.
See, now they hate. They hate. That's the truth.
They hate that. They hate it.
Names. Hold.
Every
time
you bring it up.
Hold on. Let me share with my girl Lisa Chapman and whoever that other person was that said we're not going to do Malcolm today. This is from The Guardian. Google is your friend, but this is from The Guardian, and I believe I saw it in the Malcolm X documentary that is currently
in the Malcolm X documentary that's on Netflix.
Playing on Netflix. Here it is from The Guardian. It says Malcolm X was bisexual. Get over it. Then it says October Black History Month in Britain. A wonderful celebration of the huge, important, and valuable contribution that Black people have made to humanity and to popular culture. It is also worth celebrating that many leading Black icons have been lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Most notably, Malcolm X, Billie Holiday, James Baldwin, Luther Vandross, Bessie Smith, Langston Hughes, Johnny Mathis, Alice Walker, The Color Purple, and Ma Rainey, Alvin Ailey, Josephine Baker, Greg Louganis, Little Richard, Angela Davis, Tracy Chapman, and RuPaul. By Rustin also listed.
And T.S. Madison, and Laverne Cox, and Hope Giselle, and Craig DeWriter Stewart, and Ashley Marie Preston, and all the people that are the new age. Because see, we're gonna be in the history books too down the line.
Period.
We're gonna be down the line in the history books too. So the bitch that sit here online, because bitch, listen, let me say some real shit. I got to bring it around because it's my story. Before OnlyFans, I was telling y'all about BigDickBitch.com. Not everybody got OnlyFans. Straight people, gay people, all this shit. I was BigDickBitch.com before all this, and I was persecuted for it. I was drugged through the mud for it. I was denied opportunities for it. Now hey, everybody go got it. It's like, oh, it's cliche. It's cliche now. Then the Kardashians do it.
Maddie.
Yes, baby.
One of the other three principles of sociology, to be different doesn't mean that you're wrong. You had to survive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's part of your and your vulnerability. Michelle Obama said this in her documentary. The story is not in your success, it's in your vulnerability. When you say, look, I had to sell my body and look where I am now.
Yeah,
that speaks more to me than I'm successful now.
Somebody in the comments said, but now so Google is always right, or
the Guardian.
History is always right.
The Guardian is right. Let me say this.
The facts are always correct. Hey,
but
man, where your cousin go? We done ran her off with that.
No, she had to pee.
They're saying that, okay, so the Guardian is God. But if it was written on the Shade Room, y'all believe it. But if it was on the Shade Room, you'd believe it.
Craig?
If it was on the Shade Room, you'd believe it.
If it was on Baller Alert, y'all would believe it.
Hello?
If it was on World Star Hip Hop, y'all would believe it.
It's another thing I think we have to do as African. Well, I say Black. I love being Black. I think we need to start with ourselves first and learn to love ourselves. We can't do nothing. We can't help anybody if we don't love like that's what Maddie says. I had to love myself for being a trans woman. I had to love myself for this. I think you can't effectively help okay, like the second part of justice with Nelly Footer is those who need the most help gets the most constructive help. You can't give people constructive help if you don't love yourself. You don't do any introspection on yourself. And so Michelle Obama wrote in her book, Becoming, she said, the best thing to ask yourself is, if someone would x-ray your soul, what would they see? So start with that. Do the introspection, do the work on yourself, and then you can start doing constructive help. Look, Hope can have a broken leg. And I said, Hope, I'm going to help you. I'm going to come help you. And I move her around and I take and prop her leg up, but I didn't call 911. I didn't get medical attention. I didn't leave her where she was. I gave her help, but I didn't give her the help she needed. And so the first thing we need to do is learn what justice is, learn about ourselves, learn about our true power, then come together and organize together, because that's what kills me. Something happens, we want demands. We always want demands when something happens.
All of that.
But we got to organize and have demands before we go. We got to show up. We got to get out and vote. You got people actually saying they can't decide who to vote for. They can't decide when a man won't even put a black man's picture up on the wall in the White House.
Thank you,
having a hard time. That's maximum sophisticated confusion. I'm a black person, and the white man will not put the black president on the wall, and I got a hard time deciding who I'm gonna vote for. 80% of my people are dying. And the man threw the 69-page playbook, pandemic playbook away, and I don't know who to vote for. 200 Federalists, KKK judges are at the lower court right now. If this man gets in office, it's going to be 500. And if Maddie gets discriminated against, Craig gets discriminated against, I get discriminated against, Hope gets discriminated against, Chi-Chi gets discriminated against, Maddie's mama gets discriminated against, we're going to go before a federal KKK judge. But I got a hard time deciding who I'm going to vote for. These are some things we need to do. And I'm 50 years old. And you got to start understanding older people. You got to have your older friend like Maddie, keep her mama beside her. They'll give you wisdom. We don't value older gay people. We not buff, we gray, and don't nobody want us, but we have a lot to give. What do you do with your goal?
Listen, Craig gay, gray, and he buff. So that's why they feel
But he ain't 50, Maddie.
He almost. He's 44.
But what do you do with your goal? Do you take your goal and you show it off, or do you put it in a safe house? Or in a we 65-year-old, we want to put a mask on. We want to put a mask on to help to save our elderly people.
Yeah.
That's massive sophisticated confusion.
Right.
So
Anthony,
what we gonna do?
Anthony, you done came in here and shook it down. Wait a minute.
You need to help me get a channel.
Listen, Craig, you need to put him on your channel over there with Derrick J.
Ma'am.
I'm telling Craig he need to put you on over there on the channel with Derrick J.
We're gonna have to put him on a leash because he over talk everybody.
Who, me? Well, Craig, hey, look, you met your match, Craig. I graduated from North Carolina Central University.
Oh,
but I made the degree, but the degree didn't make me. That's the difference.
Battle of the graduate
degree, it didn't make me.
Okay. All right, Anthony, let me get these folks in here. This girl that went up here and made a peanut butter jelly sandwich and ain't grabbed me.
I apologize, Maddie. It was nice meeting you.
Yes.
Maddie.
Baby.
I would like to tell you it is nice meeting you. It's so refreshing to see you. it just makes my heart smile, because all the times I went to school and had to fight, I'm sitting here in a small town fighting and openly gay. And all the times when people call me faggot, and I said, well, yeah, you're a faggot too. Let's fight. And I see all of y'all doing these things that that I fought a long time for, by just being me. It just makes it makes my heart smile.
Thank you, baby.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I promise. As long as God give me breath in my body, I'm gonna keep conversations going.
I know you will.
Thank you, baby.
You just keep what you doing.
We got to have you back on something like this. We got to have you back. I want you to challenge my good Judy Craig over there.
So what do I need? What do I need to do?
I was agreeing with everything he said when
I know, but I mean, just challenge you. Like, you want to be the only smart. You want because we want to be the only smart one from that Harvard. When was a Harvard? You went to Harvard, Craig? Okay, I'm sorry.
He went to Hampton, Virginia.
I think the first panel that we did with Hope, I said to you after, I said, I really like Hope. I said, she's so smart. So that's not true.
No, I was talking about the men's. Me and Hope, the smartest two women's on here. Even though you may fall in the woman's category, me and Hope, the smartest two women's up with the. Let me let you go before we start with this shit. Let me get these folks here because I'm hungry. This girl ain't a whole sandwich by me.
Well, just let me know if you want me to come back. I will. Nice to meet you, Craig. Nice to meet you, Hope. And nice to meet you, Mrs. Hinton.
That's right. All right, baby. Love you.
All right, love you too.
All right, baby. Me? Listen, Craig. Baby, y'all got Lisa Chapman heated down here, okay?
Baby.
Lisa Chapman, y'all not gonna do her Malcolm X like that. It's not gonna happen.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out. I want Lisa to call in because my thing is, what is the problem? It doesn't take away from what he contributed to history
at all.
So, like,
Lisa said it's a good show, but she said no, ma'am. Not her Malcolm X.
But my thing, that's because they equate that with they equate being gay with the lesser. They equate it with something negative, and that's the problem. Yeah. Okay, so if he is bisexual, why does that, like, what about that becomes so blasphemous or hard to believe, right? It doesn't take away from the fact that he has been an amazing leader in the Black community. And I think that that's the thing. Like, a lot of people want to discredit Bayard Rustin and don't really want to talk about his legacy because he was an openly gay man at the side of Martin Luther King Jr. But he still, like, his gay ass still contributed all of those things. He was still, he was still at the forefront. And it's just like, I think that people equivalate or make or try to make Black men feel bad, right? If they're anything less than what society wants Black men to be, which is cishet and the man of the house, overly masculine, sometimes toxically masculine. And you don't have to be those things to be a positive, influence in the community. You can be a gay Black man and be positive in the community. You can be a femme gay Black man and be positive in the community. And I think that one of the first things that we have to do around this topic in particular is that we have to remove that negative stigma that comes with saying, I am openly gay and I am also
well, Lisa says it's about saying that the gay is the chosen people. That's
I think we're all chosen people. I think that Anthony chose those words a little bit, crassly, but I think that all of us are chosen people. I just think that he wanted to uplift and kind of like, give the gays a little platform real quick. But I think that everybody is chosen, right?
Okay. All right. Ryan Allen. Hi, baby.
Hi, hey, what's going on, everybody? First and foremost, let me say, Maddie, I love you. I love everything that you're doing. I love everything that you all are doing. But Maddie, I've been following you since about 2014. I met you back in 2014 when I was living in California in San Jose. I love the platform. Yeah, I still have pictures. I'm gonna inbox you once, and it'll probably bring back a memory. But I love the platform that you have, the platform, everything that you stand for, everything that you're doing. I love it. And it's very informative and very educational for people that are not so what's the word for it? Not too familiar with our culture as Black LGBT people. Now, earlier, somebody hit the nail right on the head, and I forgot who it was that said it, but this is everything that's been going on with our people, us getting killed by the police and stuff. This literally is modern day lynching.
Diamond.
This is the 21st century diamond. Yes, this is the 21st century Jim Crow era. Everything that we're dealing with, everything that we're going through.
Right in front of our faces, right in front of our faces. And guess what? We ain't doing
Exactly.
but hashtagging.
Exactly. And then I think his name was Tyler. Earlier they came on. Oh, and it slipped my mind, y'all. I'm getting older. But yes, when I tell you, I've been sitting back and I've been listening and I've been watching, and everybody's been hitting the nails right on the head. Hope, you are so beautiful. I love you. You are so beautiful. Craig, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I just got to get Absolutely. But absolutely. But Craig, I also love what you are doing too, as well with your platform. All of you all, like, this is what is needed. This is so needed. And again, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are having a problem with hearing the whole thing about Malcolm X being bisexual, gay, whatever you want to call it. But it's true. It's true. Black LGBTQ people have always been at the forefront of all of the civil rights movements and stuff. So, I mean, you just have to accept that. People have to learn how to accept it, and there's a lot of people that's not ready to do that.
Right.
But I'm not going to stay on here long. I just want to come on and tell you that I love you and thank you. Thank you for everything that you.
I'm gonna put my arms around you again now. When the world opens back up, I'm gonna come hug your neck again now.
Yes, absolutely. You look, I go back. I've been following you since the whole new wave.
22.
Yes. I was the one who won that twerk competition at Splash that night that you came with Wendy Ho.
Yes. Oh my God, you were way back. Damn. In San Francisco.
San Jose. Yep.
Yeah,
San Jose. Yep.
Shit, way back.
I know. I was living in California at the time in school and stuff out there at the time. I'm back in Arkansas now, where I'm originally from. But yes, I love it. I love everything that you all have been talking about, everything that you do on your platforms. I love it. And I appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you all so much, because it is very much so needed. But let me get off of here, because I know other people got to come on.
All
love
right,
y'all.
All right, love you.
But I think that's what it's about. What Ryan was saying, it really is about standing in your truth, walking your truth, living your truth. Because, and even everything that what was the talking to the guy's name that was on? Was it Anthony?
Anthony.
Even like what Anthony was saying with all of the Black gay history, I think that needs to be taught in school, right? With Black history.
Yes.
But because the more we know, the taller we stand. And I think a lot of people shudder at being gay or trans or lesbian or because they don't know the history. They don't know the rich history from which we come. It's the same thing with Black history. We have said for years Black is beautiful, but Black people didn't always believe that Black is beautiful. We started to believe that once we learned the history that we come from and the contributions that we made. And so the same is true for Black gay history or Black gay people.
So they're talking about Lisa in the comments, and what I think was misunderstood was that Lisa had an issue with the specificity of us, or of Anthony mentioning that gay people were the chosen one. I don't think that she was disagreeing with everything that everybody was saying. I do think that she had a problem with, the idea of us saying that Malcolm X might have been bisexual, but I think that her point was, and the thing that she was upset about, or not upset about, but the thing that she wanted to challenge was that you know, when it comes to the chosen people, I don't think that it's about just being gay and being uplifted. So I just wanted to post that because I don't think that she can join, but I just wanted to kind of flag that because she is in the comments trying to explain it, but they keep coming for her neck. So
she said thank you, Hope, for that. She said thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's get the last couple people on here because my mom just gave me a sample of what's upstairs. It's spicy, ain't it? Ooh, shit. David Carter.
Hey TS, good morning, Craig. Good morning, Hope, and the other young lady, your co-host. Hi, Diamond. How are you? I have a few questions that I want to throw out there to all of you. Do you guys, first and foremost, our generation, people 30 and over, we can do a whole lot, and I think that we have the ability to do a whole lot. But I think the younger generation, it's going to take a whole lot more than words. It's going to take more actions and, you know, more things visible in order to get it in their head. Because young people, unfortunately, especially in the African American community, you know, it's about music. It's about smoking weed. It's about, you know, hanging out with your friends. It's about doing you. It's not, they don't really care, especially when it comes to gay issues. And then my second question was, do you guys think that this is more a socioeconomic thing? And as far as like the issues with the police and the silly white woman that with the dog, do you guys think that this is more of a socioeconomic thing? And if we took out color and we put people that have the same incomes on the same social status, and we took away color, I think we would all have the same moral value and, you know, just general ideas for the future and for the people that we love and the people that are around us. You know, I think that us as a whole, that we all want the same. You know, I want the best for the Black community. I want the best for the white community, and I'm speaking because I'm biracial. My father's Black and my mother's white, but I identify as a Black male. As a Black male, African American male.
They were asking that in the comments.
Yeah, I was wondering too.
Yeah, everybody was wondering.
Yes.
Like, wait, they was looking at just getting like, wait a minute, do we got another Doja Cat in here?
Yes, no, don't get it messed up. Look at the waves. I am Black all day long, twice on Sundays.
All right, listen, because they was carrying. Oh, look, they said first question.
Yes, no. I am an African American male. Yeah.
Oh my God, David, they was ready, baby. They look.
Yes,
look.
no, don't read me, please, people. Don't read me. Yes, believe me, it's 100% Black over here, 100%. But
honey, yes.
But at the same time, I see it on both ends because I remember being in high school and people not knowing that I was Black. And I would hang around white people and they would say, you know, they would drop the N-word so many times. And I would go home crying. I mean, literally crying. And now I notice as an adult that I have to defend the fact that, hey, you know, I am Black. You know, what does it take for me to show you besides standing up and, you know, joining my community?
Craig, you want to chime in? Okay, Hope you want to chime in on the question?
Because it's just seeing you, David, reminded me of the conversation last night that Linda South Shore was having, right? And from love, from a place of love and from a place of understanding, because I want you to be able to correct me where I'm wrong, get me together where you feel like I need to be. But I think that it's important that you understand your privilege as somebody who does and can possibly pass for white. And
well, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. And so I think that I think that on your part, and I don't think that you're not, right? Let me be very clear about that. I don't think that you're not, but I think that on your part, when you are talking and when you're in spaces with people who are avidly and clearly Black, right? Where nobody has to ask the question like, well, what does David got going on? I think that it's important that you acknowledge the way that you speak and the tonality behind it, right? Because when you say things like, well, if we take color out of it, those are often arguments that the leftist white people use in order to not all lives matter the situation while still all lives mattering the situation. And because you identify as a Black man, I think that it's going to be imperative for you to be very conscious of the way that you use that wording, because we can't see that off the bat. You have to tell us. You know what I'm saying? You have to tell us that. And so in a room full of people who don't necessarily or might not be open and willing to listen to you right away, that could get real ugly.
Yeah, and I'm glad that TS mentioned something about the comments, and so that way it was clarified.
Yeah,
but I want to be very clear on this.
Yeah.
That when I say let's take color out of it, I mean, what can we do to unite as a whole? Because I mean, yes, we as far as the Black issues, we have so much still to overcome. I mean, so much more to overcome and so much more to do. But at the same time, we're not going to be able to do any of that, any of the things that involve, you know, gay, lesbian, transgender, whatever you may be. We're not going to even be able to touch on that subject until we get the color issue together. You know, and I don't know if you guys agree with that or if you disagree with that, but ask David, how does he, as a mixed male, how do we support the Black community?
Correct.
You support the Black community just like you guys have been saying. Shop Black, shop local. I mean, put back into your community. Promote your platforms. T.S. Madison, Craig, I mean, I praise you guys like God in your YouTube channels. I mean, wherever I go, I mean, just getting out there and showing, and just like I was saying earlier, you know, letting people know that, hey, you know what, I'm an African American male. Just that alone, put me in there with you. What are we gonna do?
Correct.
You know, what are we gonna do?
Correct. And it
Right. Yeah. Okay. That was a good point. It says the problem is he doesn't have to identify as totally Black. He is Black and white and should be able to identify as both. It's sad he probably feels he has to force himself to choose one or the other.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And you know what? But I know who I am, and I know that I am a Black man. When it comes down to the fucking, you know, grits of it, I'm a Black man.
Yeah.
I'm a Black man. And you're gonna look at you may walk past me, you know what, or it may take you 2 minutes of a conversation to sit down with me to figure that out. But at the same time, you know what, I'm a Black man and something that I fight for. And I mean, I literally have arguments with people about, you know, and have to pull out pictures of my family. You know, this is my sister, this is my father, you know, just to show who I am, you know.
Right.
And it is sad sometimes because it's like, you know what, I think that, and I agree with Hope, there is a sense of white privilege that comes with it automatically, because if I were to come up and snatch your purse, you're gonna call the cops and say some white guy just snatched my purse.
Yeah, but
no
listen,
matter what.
Corey Graham, like I know Corey Graham personally. Corey Graham says at the end of the day, mixed or not, David will not face the same peril people of color skin have to face. I'm also mixed, but I clearly appear Black. He won't have to deal with what we deal with, especially if he doesn't want to.
Right. You get. I think
well,
you get to
no,
choose.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all, because in the I guess community and the people that I associate with, I guess I'm just so used to I don't know. I'm not looking at myself as white. I'm not looking at myself as white. I'm one of everyone else. I'm Black. I'm a Black man. So I don't really think about it. I don't think about it like that. The only time that it comes to the forefront really is when I hear an ignorant white person say the N-word.
But you
see that?
Justin saying that's your privilege, because you don't have to think about it.
Right.
That's your privilege right there.
Right.
Because you don't have to think about it.
Right.
But I mean, that doesn't mean that I don't.
But that is still a place of privilege, and you have to understand that being able to choose when you cannot identify, that it's just like
No, it's not that easy though. I mean, I'm not walking and I'm not going to walk into an all white lawyer's office, and when I sit down and I start talking to them, they're not going to say, hey, that white guy right there. It's not that. When you see me and you see me as a person, you're looking at my face right now. When you see me as a person, as an individual on a daily basis, I represent myself 100% to the fullest as a African American male. That's how I represent myself. Now, you looking at me right now on camera may not look that way, but I mean, when I hear people say that, hey, you know what, you don't have to, or because of your skin tone, not my nose, not my lips, not my nappy ass hair, but my skin tone, and that gives me a pass. That's not fair.
But it's not fair, but it's your privilege, love. You don't get to choose that. You know, it may not be fair, but you don't get to choose that. And the fact that you can choose to say things like your nappy ass hair. You didn't say my kinky hair is a thing. You said my nap. Those are things that I don't think that you understand the undertones of that whiteness. The undertones of what it means to be somebody.
No. I think you're stepping too far out. I don't think that's it. I think what it is that it's been such an issue being knowing that my mother is white and my father is black. It's been an issue all of my life. From both sides because of that fact, because of the negative from the white, and because of the fact that I want to show and I want to prove myself so much because I represent myself as a black man.
You don't owe us that.
And I feel as though that I shouldn't have to watch what I say, or you know what, if I'm hanging around my friends, am I able to say the N-word without being looked at like, you know what, does he get a pass for that, or is that okay?
Well, let me say this so we can wrap this. What happened? Madison left?
I think it was her connection. She had to go out and come back.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to say, so just to kind of wrap this part of it up, I think every community has privilege. And I've talked about this with Madison. Even in the trans community, you have trans women that have the privilege of passing because there are trans women that cannot. You have trans men that have the privilege of passing, and there are trans men who cannot. You have gay men who can pass as straight. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a barbershop and they didn't know that I was gay and they were sitting there laughing at a queen who was in the barbershop. So every community has privilege. Oftentimes when we think about privilege, we think about white privilege because it is that overarching thing, but every community has privilege.
And I understand that, but the thing is that me, I guess, just because of the fight that I put up and how much it means to me and how much my community means to me and how much just my ethnic background just means to me, that that when people say that you kind of get a pass, it's just like, you know, if you knew the fighting that I've been through and the stuff that I've been through to just represent, you know, who I am, you know, people would understand that it's not a pass. It's definitely not a pass. And if I am getting the pass, I am blind as shit. And but you know, I totally understand where you're coming from. You know, and I totally believe in white privilege. I believe in black privilege, but overall, yes, it's white privilege. But also, at the same time, this is something that I struggle with, and it's something that's not only am I gay, but I'm
biracial.
I'm biracial.
Right.
And I'm not gay and biracial. I'm gay, black man whose mother is white. who has to say that they're biracial.
Wow.
When
Yeah, you know what? So I agree. You're not getting a pass. Matter of fact, you might be struggling a little more than the people who are completely black. You know what I'm saying? Because you're struggling with the white side, with the black side, with the gay side. That's a lot of struggles, you know?
Damn.
And actually it being Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month, Mental Health Awareness Month. It's something very big because it's something that I truly have suffered with. I mean, it's truly something that I've fought with all of my life. And I mean, I was tormented in high school. I mean, tormented in high school. And now as an adult, I can be who the fuck I want to be because I make my own money and I do my own thing. But, you know, I'm a black male at the end of the day, and I want everybody to respect me that way. And I even realized just moving recently that I moved into a white community that was known to be years ago very anti-black.
Oh.
But it's merged together. The Canton area has come together, and Craig's familiar with Baltimore, so he knows. But Canton it's a mostly white area, but it's a mixed area. But I've realized my neighbors, they're racist as shit. Racist, most homophobic people I've ever interacted with, and it burns me up that we're even still here at 2020.
Wow.
So that's all I really want to say, and just say, you know, when we talk about us and we talk about our community, just everybody realize that we need to do this together. I mean, I don't give a fuck what I look like, you know, being a gay male. Maddie and Hope, you guys are trans. Craig, you're another gay black male. Let's just come together and just fight this shit. Fucking that way, you won't have people that are like me that grow up with these extra issues.
Yeah. David, thank you so much for coming on and sharing that. You know, you've opened up the people to different perspective of there were a couple of hateful comments. You know, y'all, you're not in this man's shoes. So if you're not in his shoes,
and I apologize if I've said anything wrong. But once again, I don't want to say anything wrong because how can I say anything wrong when once again I am a 39-year-old black male who lives in Baltimore and who is struggling just like the next person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just to make it.
But
so I'm here for the fight.
Yeah,
you guys let me know when. You guys let me know once we put the ideas together. I'm here for the fight.
All right. Thank you, David.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a good one. Thank you, Hope.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
Thank you, Diamond.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aw, he's
Craig,
so
that was
sweet.
deep. That was deep. That kind of shifted. That kind of changed the way this, you know, changed it around a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, all right, y'all. Y'all last few, we got to be quick because bitch,
we hungry.
Yes, that little sample. That was a little sample. Okay.
I'm starving.
Oh yeah, we about to be out of here. Johnny, hi baby. You got the flow.
What's good, Maddie?
How you doing?
Good morning to everybody. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Come on, Johnny, outside, honey. Johnny in the morning.
I'm in North Carolina in the car ride. You know, I just want to talk about what Diamond has said about the policing, about the Black Panther and the Crips and all the Bloods trying to be like the policing for the Black community. Who's policing the police? I feel as though that when I watched that video, you could see that man like really in pain, trying to breathe, trying to turn his neck to breathe, and everybody else was just videotaping. They was saying they was voicing their opinion. However, they was not trying to put themselves into the position of trying to break that up or say this is wrong. Let's stop this. Like, y'all going too far. Y'all using extremely deadly force. However, they want to use their phones and cameras and videotape this, even though it sparked something. However, instead of you watching it, let's do something about it. And the question is, what do we do? Where do we go about doing this? Like, where's the Black Panther? Like, where's the people you say that Diamond are hiding or just waiting? The time has been years ago where the Black Panthers should have been arisen to stop all of this stuff with the police killing the police. I mean, the police killing the Black society. And people say all lives matter. You're right. All lives do matter. But when it comes to the Black community and the history that we have with the slavery of us being taken from our motherland and brought over here as slaves and killed and hung and all of this stuff, our lives really do matter because it's history behind this. And that's why we always voicing our opinions of Black lives are mattering, because when is this going to stop?
Yep.
Like, when are we going to take an approach of, yo, this is too much. Like, we have to do something about it. Like, we always, the Crips and the Bloods killing our community. However, what positive they're doing? Back in the day, the Crips and the Bloods was mainly for stuff like this, and they're just lackadaisical, being about drugs. Oh, I want my money. I want to be shown. I need to sell this drugs to kill us, you know, and to put us behind bars. So what are we doing? Like, where do we go about doing this? And like, what groups? How can we start a group or a movement? Whereas, okay, when something like this arises, or if something like this never arises, we can still be in place. Whereas, whenever it does arise, we're there.
You know, I was watching that video when he was attacked, or they were kneeling down on him. I watched that video so many times, thinking like, what would I have done if I was there? You know, because if you look closely at the video, like his nose was bleeding at some point. It started bleeding at some point. But like, what could you do? There were 4 cops there. We only saw the Asian cop and the cop that had his knee on his back. But then there were 3 other cops around the other side of the vehicle, or 2 other cops. But it's like.
So you know what, Craig? I got an answer for that. When you said, what can we do? I think that if our people are around and we are witnessing what's going on, I think we should automatically start tearing up stuff.
Well,
that's what I feel.
And that will scare the cops. You know, now they'll be distracted because now they got to defend themselves against people who are throwing rocks at them, swinging bats, and you know what I'm saying?
But they said, who's going to call the police on the police?
I told you my solution.
Yeah, but you throw rocks and shit.
I agree with it, Diamond.
Cop over there.
Because there's power in numbers. When you was holding that finger up, a few hours ago, when we was hungry, I mean, there's power in numbers, so we got
I just saw a video the other day, and I don't remember what city it was, but it was a young boy. It was a 90-year-old grandmother, and she came out and she got in front of her grandson who had come out of the house. He had gotten on the ground. He had his hands up. He said, I don't have anything in my hands. And it was all of these, it was like some young Black girls. I could just tell I could hear their voices. They were videoing from the side. There were 3 cop SUVs, and they were all staying outside of the truck, and they were pointing. So, and there was an older Black man that came to try to walk. He said, I'm just gonna walk over there. He said, sir, don't you go over there. Like, what did you do? So if they all pointing, somebody would have got shot.
But they're saying scared money don't have no money. We can't be scared. This ain't the time for us to be scared,
So and that's how I feel.
And injustice going on, we need to step up, speak up, act up, distract them, do something, opposed to standing around with a camera phone and the next thing you know, we hashtagging ain't getting us nowhere. And to be honest with you, Craig, you said you watched that video 100 times. I didn't even watch that video. I seen the clips, I didn't even look at the clip, but I just saw like the photo as I was scrolling online. I said, I can't watch that because it's so hurtful. It's so hurtful. We already know how the story ends. I ain't gotta watch it 100 times. We already know how the story ends.
I'm trying to figure out when I said. I never said I watched that video 100 times.
Craig, you just getting out. Listen, you know what's going on?
I'm not being literal.
Craig,
you did said I watched that video a few times.
Craig, listen, you know what you get? You getting all the smoke this morning because all the smoke you give on Thursday.
I'm
just saying
you watched it. Did you not say you watched the video multiple times?
No, I mean, I didn't.
Because I could have sworn you watched that video
with the man with me on this neck?
Yes.
I didn't watch that video 100 times.
Well, you said you watched it multiple times.
You did, though.
You said
you might have forgot, Craig, but you did say that.
No. I just said that I watched the video with the grandmother and the little boy.
Okay.
That's what I said I watched.
The one with the knee on the neck, with the cop. You said you didn't watch that video a few times.
No, I didn't.
Did you watch it at all, Fred?
Yeah.
I watched a piece of the video, but I didn't watch the full thing. I saw a picture, which I sent to Mo. I don't think we put it up, though. It's a picture of the 3 cops on the other side of the truck. That's how I saw that. But I didn't watch that full video.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Johnny. Thank you for coming in, child. I got to get 2 more folks and I'm out of here.
All right. Thank you.
All right, baby.
Wow.
All right, honey. Come on, Big Me. What's going on, honey? Big Me.
Hey, what's going on,
Hey,
baby?
you want to buy Big Me, honey?
I love you, babies. I love all of you on the platform. After listening to David, I'm heartbroken and I'm saddened because he is the quintessential reason why a lot of shit like this happen. And I say that because when you feel as though that you don't belong anywhere, and you got to fight everybody for an identity, then it becomes a problem. Everything that came out his mouth when he started getting attacked because he said nappy head or whatever, and I hope I understand what you were trying to make him see. But at the same time, as a black person, because he's coming as a black man, that's something we say all the time. But
exactly
because it came out of his mouth,
exactly,
he can't. I can't be a part of the community. I can't because now I got to be questioned. I love the comment when it said, "Why does he have to sit down there and definitely say that he's one or the other when he's both?" We had a president that was both, but everybody say he's the first black president. He's the first black biracial president. In all truth of the matter, so. What I'm here to do, because see, I'm more than outraged. I am completely hellfire hot with the bullshit, and I don't want justice because see, justice will serve cold. When we had Trayvon Martin, Zimmerman got off because justice said that there was a loophole in the law, and he got off. So justice will serve cold. No, fuck that. I don't want justice. I need action, but I don't necessarily need it to where we always up fighting because everybody wanted to believe to say by any means necessary means that we go into fisticuffs. That's not what that means. That means by any means necessary. That means we have to sit down and strategically plan how to do this, how to connect the dots. And one of the most important things that I want to say on this platform, on your platform, Maddie, is I want to charge every black millionaire, billionaire that we have out here. Hip hop has given us a whole plethora of people who make money. The reason why we can't get shit done is because nobody wants to fund our political agenda. You understand? Nobody wants to fund it. Y'all got the goddamn resources. Oprah, Michael Jordan, Steve Harvey. Snoop, if you could get on Instagram and you can cuss the fuck out of Gayle King and make the whole world get upset, then you can sit there and put some money behind that and say, listen, we got to stop this shit. And we need to put the dollars in place so that we can have the political fortitude to get the shit done. They don't listen to nothing but green. The color that this country runs and knows is green. They know red, black, and green. How ironic. Red means you in motherfucking debt. Black means your money is good, and green is also the motherfucking money. Now, how ironic is that those 3 colors are the African flag? How about that? That's the color that represents Africa. So you want to talk about black power? Get the green power. Get that money together. Everybody who is got some money. Hell, Nene, y'all, bitch, you want to talk about how rich you are? I'm a rich bitch. Come on. All of us should be motherfucking outraged and absolutely incensed by what the hell just happened. We watched that boy, that young man. I'm 50 years old. I understand exactly what Anthony was talking about. I'm 50 as well. So coming into this motherfucking thing right here, no. A lot of us may not feel as though we can. You may not feel like I may not have the resources. They're not gonna listen to me, my voice. We have to understand what those numbers are. But those of you who got the means, who got the resources, y'all want to sit up there, y'all bought them motherfucking Jordans, didn't you? You still not got their mind to get them goddamn Jordans, didn't you?
Well,
so if you can do that, $5 or $10 to help the campaign, to sit down there to make sure that we come together. Do y'all remember when we used to have in voting, we used to have what was called the black slate? All of the people on that was everybody who was vetted to say they were for the Black community and they were for our issues, and we made sure that we stayed on them to make sure that our shit was up front. Well, now we don't even have that funded anymore. So now we're not even taken seriously. We as Black gay folks, now y'all know we are known to be stylish and fabulous and spending coin every damn where and walking around with Gucci bags and all this old bullshit. How come
he is going in.
As a black gay community, how come we done gave all these examples earlier about how we have been the voice and how we have come together to put Black folks on the mark? We have started a whole bunch of not bullshit. We started the revolutions. We were the ones who quietly did this. We were the underbellies of all of that. How come we have not gotten together with our Gucci bags and said, you know what? Instead of buying that Prada bag, I'm gonna take half of this one and I'm gonna put that over here. I'm gonna go to Kmart to get my Jacqueline Smith. Okay, get my Jacqueline Smith for $14.99 and still be stylish without having all that, so that we can make sure this gets together. We got a lot of black LGBT folks in political positions who are not being supported, and not just because you say ha 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 rah rah rah. Okay, we got somebody in the White House or whatever. They need to be supported financially so we can lobby to say, hey, our white counterparts of the LGBT community have become our voice. They're the ones that everybody Black is all upset about when they talk about LGBT issues. Why? Because they're the face of it. They're the ones who organize and politicize and get the shit out there. But the Black folks don't get mad at us as LGBT.
Honey.
We have gotten a structured sense together and know how to utilize our political power. So now we are Blacks got to understand that political power and that money got to come from us. If we want this shit to be run, we got to turn this motherfucker around. Now, y'all want a Wonder Woman troll at the club and shit? Well, let's turn this shit around up here.
All right, Meech.
Yes,
Meech. Yes.
That was a word, Pastor Meech.
We Bashata.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Glory, honey.
Y'all, any input, Hope and Craig?
Yes.
I just wanted to say, Meech asked for people who are doing the work. Until Freedom is run by those Black activists that I was telling you guys about. If y'all don't know, it's Until Freedom. They are doing a lot of the work. It is run by a Black woman, Tamika Mallory, my son, the General, who is a Black man, and an Arab woman by the name of Linda Salsour. They are at the front lines of this movement, as well as the people that they help to employ, volunteer people. And their movement does not work without us. If y'all can give $5, $10, $1, $2 to their Cash App, which is literally $ Until Freedom, to make sure that they can continue to do the work that they've been doing. Amazing work. If you don't know who they are, like I said at the beginning of this show, make sure that you're following them. This is what Meech is talking about. Put your money where your mouth is. And instead of spending that money today on that mega frappuccino that you was going to order from Postmates, put that money into them. You know, make sure that they can have the resources to continue to do the work. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Meech.
All right. Make sure that you do your research. Because if you don't think what we saying is true, because I know everybody got upset about the whole Malcolm X thing or whatever, be sure to do your research, because half the problem is all of us are waiting for somebody else. We want somebody else to take accountability. You want to sit down there so you could read and carry on somebody else, but your bitch ass won't do your own homework. The scriptures say, and I'm doing traditional teaching, and I'm not that traditional anymore, but the scriptures say, study to show thyself approved. Don't just take my word at it. Don't just take what everybody else is saying. Do your own fucking research so that you have what you know, so that it support what it is that you believe. If you don't think that this is the cause, remember, there is more than one solution. The whole thing of it is everybody trying to fit a one size fit all, and that's not it, babies. There may be several solutions to this thing. Now, galvanize those folks that believe the same way you do, and then all of the groups come together for the same common good.
All right. Thank you, Meech. Thank you, baby. You came in and shook it up, honey.
I love you, baby.
Shook it up. I love you here. I gotta come on your show soon.
You've been on twice, so come on back.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, baby.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you, baby.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Meech came through and shook it up.
Honey.
Shook it. Baby, Meech shook it. Now let me see this here. Hey, Kept Secret.
Hey, you all. Hey, beautiful women on the panel, and Craig.
Don't come on here with this.
I'm not. Look.
Don't come on here with this. Don't come on here with this. You know this is some real shit going on. So don't come on here with this fuck shit.
Look, I wanted to bring up a topic that no one has mentioned yet, which is police. A lot of policemen have a God complex. People keep trying to make everything black and white. And I'm not saying it's not possibly because of race or color, but that policeman probably just felt like he could do whatever he wanted to do. I tried to arrest you. You didn't want to get on the floor. I'm going to make you get on the floor. A lot of these policemen have these God complexes, and that is also a topic we need to talk about. We've got to talk about that too.
Yeah,
okay. As long as you don't come in here saying
I love interracial. I love interracial relationships, and I want all of us to come together somehow. And maybe there are times where I look at a situation differently than other people because they're already on guard because of race. But everything is not about race. Everything is not about race.
Well, it damn sure when it ends up about race, when the white man get off for killing the black man, it's definitely about race.
True.
So we ain't even gonna erase that. It ain't got shit to do with
True. I agree. With
that situation.
But God complex. I'm sure a lot of you
eat it up.
I'm sure a lot of you understand that.
Eat it up, Craig.
Let me say this about this. Those of you that watch the
I think that's probably God right there.
You've heard me plenty of times pull him together in the background because he be saying some crazy shit. But you know what? When he just said that about it's not always about race, is he gonna turn that down? Now he do whole porn productions and he don't know he need to turn that down. Now here's the thing. That thing that he just said just now about it's not always about race. Okay, but in a very, very small minority.
I can't hear Craig.
But he reminded me.
You'll watch it later.
Oh Lord, I want to know what Craig said. I feel like
go out and be listening.
Go ahead and come back in.
Here's the thing.
If I leave up out of here, I get come back in. Because look, this thing been blocked for a long time.
Don Lemon said that same bullshit that he be saying sometimes. You remember Hope? He said that same bullshit until they gave his black ass up several years ago, and then Don Lemon all of a sudden became really, really black.
Real woke. Yes,
they yanked his ass up. They pulled his ass over, and the cops didn't recognize. They didn't know who the fuck he was.
Yep.
And the same thing happened with Henry Louis Gates. And I'm not saying Henry Louis Gates hasn't been for black people because he has been. He's the one that does all of that tracing your roots on.
Yep.
He was a professor at one of those Ivy League schools. I want to say Princeton. Don't quote me. They pulled his ass over. They didn't know, and it became a huge thing. So going back to David's point, that's the guy that was biracial, right, David?
Yes.
Sometimes it does penetrate socioeconomic levels, different echelons. But a lot of times it affects people that are poor, people of color that are poor, because they don't have the resources or the platform like Don Lemon on CNN and Henry Louis Gates, when they get profiled like that.
Period. I think, but when you hear Black people say that it's not always about race, I think that we need to remind folks that it's going to be about race until race stops being the topic of the discussion for white people. How do we deal with Black people who are being unruly? How do we suppress Black people? How do we gentrify this neighborhood? Because what y'all don't understand is it doesn't always come in the form of police brutality. It comes in the form of white people coming in and buying up real estate in our neighborhoods to keep us silent. It comes in the form of white people going into our schools and limiting the amount of books that Black children are able to read. It comes in the amount of white people in the government underfunding HBC universities in hopes that Black people won't be able to get the same education and same levels of education. It comes in all forms. And I think that what we got to remember is that we didn't make it the race war. But what we're doing is that we're putting it in the forefront that we're not going to stand for it. And if that... So if that's how you feel, I respect it, best kept secret, but I need you to understand that as a Black man, it is harmful for you to say that it's not always about race, because to them it is. Because when they see us, they see something to fear. They see something that is intimidating. When they hear us, they hear our anger and our pain. They don't hear the passion from being. I mean, on the same day in New York, you have kids being arrested for not social distancing, and literally across town, they're handing out masks to white folks. They make it about race. We can publicize it.
And to your point, Hope, racism is not always about.
I certainly agree with that. With what you said.
He can't hear you.
Hope.
He can't hear you.
I know.
Scott, listen, go out and come back in if we still in
Okay.
here. We're gonna talk about this stuff.
Okay.
Now, Craig, go ahead and say.
I was going to add to what Hope said. Racism is not always about mistreatment. It's about the shit that white folks exclude you from.
Period.
Right. All right, hold on. Rachel, come on in, Rachel. Rachel, where you at?
What's head? Oh, let me hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, girl, my camera. Okay, well, I'll just talk while I try to get my camera together.
Okay.
Did you mute it? No.
Rachel.
Why
Am I
can't
the-
we?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Hope. So why can't we get like FaceTime when we call 911? Because if a white hoe is gonna come and start tripping, I'm gonna call 911 and FaceTime that hoe and be like, look how she acting a fool.
Rachel said she want a 911 with the FaceTime good.
Or we could FaceTime and be like, look at the police. The guy had his knee on his neck. He can't breathe.
Right.
With his dad, like,
That's actually smart.
girl.
Yeah.
Because we've been on the telephone since 1909. So you're right. We need
Yeah.
some FaceTime.
Hi, help me. You see this? Help me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Christian white woman officer. Don't mind the other side.
But
of
that
the
ain't gonna
camera,
work
but
out
look at
with
him.
no more.
Right.
No, and another thing too. I just took sociology at my university, and girl, the facts, the acts. If we all just took a sociology class, like, oh my god, like we would just be up on so much more like knowledge and information on how minorities, women are stratified in society, and it's going on, and the powerful elite are just because they have the resources, they have the education, and they know what's up, and they taking advantage. But I mean, take a sociology class, y'all, because it'll empower you.
Yeah, take a sociology class, and we want to put 911 FaceTime.
Okay.
FaceTime.
All right.
That's a good one.
And one more thing, because there's a lot of negative news, I understand, and we're gonna talk about the mental health on Craig's channel, but we got to have some good news. So I wanted to say, Crayola just came out with a very inclusive color palette of everybody's skin color in the world. So give it up, Crayola.
Yes, come on, Crayola.
Shout out to them. And I just wanted to give you one more positive, high energy vibe and get y'all happy again.
Yeah!
Somebody hit it though. Somebody said Rachel been drinking.
Check it out, Rachel. Rachel, thank you, bitch. Thank you, Rachel, for coming through here with the crazies. I love you.
Y'all.
I love you, baby. Yes.
Shake it, honey. You know we from Miami, baby.
Diamond. Don't tempt me, Diamond.
Thank you, Rachel.
I love y'all.
I love you. I love Rachel crazy ass. Rachel be coming through. Hey, baby. Baby, you been in the back for a while. Come on in.
I know. So I wanted to say this is that, okay, all this stuff that's going on in the world right now. See, I do my YouTube channel to try to help people and stuff because, I've been through types of stuff like this and hope. I see what you're talking about and see where you're coming from. You blessed. You got it. You got it, sweetie. You got to keep pushing because let me tell you something. Stuff is going on out in the world nowadays and it's getting real serious. We don't need to attack the other race. We need to attack the stereotypes that has came from our ancestors, that has brought it down to our new generation. We need to, the only way we're going to get a change is by making friends with our enemies so that we can move ourselves into a position where we can change the rules into the way that it abides to us, that we can change the rules into a way that we can be comfortable. Because if we still fighting, if we still using violence, if we still trying to attack people, we're not going to get nowhere. We're just going to be sitting here looking like dogs, arguing and asking for things that people not understanding us from our point of view. And as I was saying, is that if we start showing love and start getting some of the white people, some of the Asians, different types of states, because everyone lives matter, everyone is not left out. And if we attack the stereotypes, we can get our freedom. Because it seems like right now, 2 babies are fighting over a play toy. 2 babies are fighting over a pacifier, and the pacifier is representative of freedom. And the 2 babies, one black and one white, or one Asian, one different states, they both different. And if we can cut the stereotypes and we could just share the pacifier and find other people that like help understand each other, because we're all human. We all bleed when we get cut. We all fall. We all trip sometimes. We all fail. But one thing we got to understand is that we all mean well. We all was here and we all was made. And we all cannot live in the past, because the past is what's going to tear us down. It's what's going to keep us going in the cycle. We need to keep it moving, and we need to move up forward. Because let me tell you something. If we let go of our past and make a change to the future, we can move on. If our mind's still back there, we ain't going nowhere. We still gonna be fighting over something that's not gonna change. It's only gonna get worse. It might actually end up being a civil war within within these people. We need to make a change. We need to fight, and what I mean by fight is not fight each other. Because there's some white people that would die for a black person, just like a black person would die for a white person. So we cannot just put everybody in such a group. We need to be friends and find the good people, so we can override the ignorance, so that we can override the dumb people, so that we can override the people that is less educated, so that we can set a platform for people that's searching for the right means.
All right.
So, and I've been having this on my chest. I'm sick and tired of seeing people hurt, and I've been hurt like a thousand types of ways. Sometimes I just want to commit suicide. Sometimes I just can't take some of the things no more. But I believe, and I do have faith, that anybody could be somebody, and that anybody has the power enough. Because see, God did not make us on this earth so that we can sit here and be nothing. We are meant here to be something. Hope is meant here to fight. Tiz Maston is meant here to make this show. Craig is meant to write books, okay? And whatever y'all choose to do, what y'all choose. And I don't discriminate against none of y'all what y'all stand up here, because I love each and every last one of y'all, no matter if I know you or not. We all deserve a freedom. Nobody's different. Every life matters, not just only black. Because we cannot keep this stereotype like that. Oh, we're going to still be fighting 100 years ahead of us. If we can change. What I mean by change is a shift, a move. I'm sorry. A shift and a move in these people's mindsets that we all need to learn to love. Because the devil is a lie. We're not going to sit here and hate people. Hey! Don't let me get into it now. Don't let me get into it. Don't let me get into it. Because the devil is a lie. We're not going to be sitting here fighting over a pacifier when we know that God made us to have our freedom. We deserve a freedom. We deserve a right. Nobody ain't going to take that from us, not even a government.
That's right.
So if somebody, honey, and what I believe is that God will not allow us to die. So if I will let a policeman come up to me and say that, oh, I'm going to kill you, I wish you would.
What you would do? Tell me what you would do, babe. Tell me what you would do.
Honey, that demon will come up out of him real quick.
You going to cast it out?
That ignorance will come out of him real quick.
Are you going to point at him and say, flee, devil? You going to point?
I see you.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not going to let nobody step up to me.
Oh, you going to put some
because we all matter. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is that we all matter. We all matter. None of us are different. We all matter. I'm 17 years old, and I only lived here for not so long. But the Lord, God speaks to people. God speaks to people.
Okay.
Honey, God speaks to people. And I get what you was pouring out, Hope. Pour it out more. Because people need to hear this.
That's it.
Honey, everybody matters. Transgenders, gays, LGBT, straight. We need to show love, because the love is a powerful thing. Oh my God.
Hey, Bashata,
What I learned about love is such a powerful thing.
Yeah.
It cultivates and it destroys the wicked. And it just takes over the evil people. Because when you showing love, it just makes the person destroy themselves. The evil person destroyed by themselves. They automatically detonate because there's love in the area.
Yes.
All right, baby. Thank you for coming through.
Y'all say the good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bible study.
Thank you for coming through, giving us the word, baby. Thank you. Thank you, baby.
People need to hear this.
Yes, they
love
do.
you, T.S. Madison.
I love
you,
you,
Hope. Love you, Craig. And love you, Cuz.
Yes. All right, baby. Come on, you beauty bitch. You.
Yes,
all right.
Okay, look, I gotta go. I had to pee. I stepped off because I had to pee. But listen, I gotta go. But this is an amazing conversation. This Wednesday, I'm doing a conversation, a panel on my YouTube.
Tonight?
Wednesday, 9 p.m. It's the last Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, maybe.
Next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the last Wednesday of the month, and we're talking about mental health awareness in the LGBTQ community. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So please be there. My YouTube is Craig the Writer. It's going to be me and Derek J. And we have a panel of people. Big Meech was on the very first one, and he took it away just like he did just now. But thank you for the conversation. Thank you, those of you that sent something to the Cash App. I appreciate it. All right.
Craig, tell the lady at the place to hit me back. I emailed her.
You did? Okay. I'll email her again.
Okay. All right, Craig. Thank you for being here today. And listen, I'm glad you and Hope hashed that out.
Yes, of course. Listen, we good.
We grown.
All right.
Hope, I want you on that panel on June 3rd. It's Wednesday, June 3rd. It's the trans community. It's trans women and
So
trans.
you didn't want me on the panel? All right, I'll watch from the side. All right, Craig, call me, girl.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Make sure you wear your
No,
helmet,
I'll watch
Craig.
it on the side. I'm gonna watch it. I don't always got, they say I'm a narcissist. I don't always got to be a woman. Nah. Hey, boo, you the last one, and then we out of here, girl. I got to go eat.
Hi, y'all. Hi, everybody. Bye, Craig. I know everybody had left. Hi, Hope. Hi, Diamond. And, of course, the wonderful queen, Miss T.S. Madison.
Hi, baby.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
I was just coming. Wonderful. Just patiently waiting. That's all. I always watch, but I was just coming on here because I do follow both of you ladies and am very encouraged in what I do in my little Plop Life podcast by you all, and always look forward to the points of view of different people. And the reason I was coming on here too is I was earlier thinking about, first of all, the one gentleman who was on here who was having a conversation and looked like he was struggling about his identity as far as his race is concerned. And I had compassion for him, even though it may have seemed like it got a little bit off topic. But the thing that we're lacking completely is the compassion, because the same struggle he's having with trying to identify with his race is the same questions we don't want answered when we say we're women now. We don't want, we're saying, what type of woman are you, or how do you have to, we just want to be boldly accepted as such. So if this person identifies as that, that's fine. And I think that also too, as far as like the Black businesses are concerned, I agree with Craig. You want to support ourselves, because everybody on this panel is Black and has a business, and you don't want to be looked upon as you're going to get something second rate. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with, privately going to say, hey, next time, how about A, B, and C, instead of publicly shaming them? Because when we go into these establishments who don't feature us, who don't care nothing about us, they will take our money and say, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, and we'll keep giving it to them. We keep giving Gucci and all these Prada and all these big name passes when they overtly just tell you they don't like you. Even with this whole situation with the whole thing, you remember some years ago when Oprah was shaded when she went into the what store was she going to try to get her them Birkin bag, and she had she brought the people on her show and was like, I was discriminated against. They didn't give a shit about you being Oprah and how much money you had. You had to go through all those steps in order to shame them, for them to come in here and say, whatever the case was, we don't even want your money. But when it's Black people, to put them to the side and say, hey, why don't you do A, B, and C next time and try this and give it another chance. We give passes to everybody but ourselves.
Yeah, we do. We do. We do. And listen, those people take people like us, big name people, Little Kim, Nicki Minaj.
Come on.
All the big, and they put them in the fashions, you know.
Come on.
They appeal it to the black folks so the black folks can ride there. And we let our own black dollar go in and go, where FUBU at?
Right. We cross colors. All these different companies too. Yeah.
Where the Darion jeans at?
Come on.
What happened to the Sean John?
Baby Fat, Sean John.
What Baby Fat? Yeah.
Dang.
Because right. But see, but people not understanding. People don't understand. Y'all think Maddie is shady them. She's not. We stopped supporting those people because we felt like Gucci and Versace was better. That's what she's trying. That's what Madison's trying to say. Y'all think she's shading these companies. She's not shading them. We stopped buying their clothes. And so because we thought, you know, Givenchy and everything else was better. We didn't want to support her. Russell Simmons said he went bankrupt 4 or 5 years when he was doing Fat Farm before it took off. And he kept doing it. He kept doing it to show somebody like, you know, somebody like who might be at home right now, sewing their ass off, you know, and it's a black company, and a black business, but you know, you can't get that notoriety until then. And also too, when it comes to the issues of black rights and even our trans rights, or gay rights as well. You know, we're not holding ourselves accountable as far as our friends. About a month ago, or a few months ago, when they gave Rihanna an award on NAACP, she said something very poignant that was looked over. She said, if you as black people have friends who are not black, who are not supporting you and helping your cause, they're not your friends.
Oh, that was last year.
Last year, they're not your friends. So when we sit here as people who are in the LGBT community, and we are people responsible for giving all these celebrities their swag, we putting hair on their head and makeup on their face and clothes on their back and telling them what words to go in there and say and pop to get a read or whatever. Yet and still, when things happen to us, well, like Hope was saying earlier, when we're killed, they know where to be found. It's like, oh, girl, I gotta find another hairstylist. Oh, girl, I better find another. Oh, that's so sad for you. Why is that sad for me? Why is it not sad for you?
Listen, I say this all the time, Deshaun. I do. And you know, if you watch me, you know I'm a real...
All the time I watch.
Listen, sister, I stand firm on that shit.
You do?
I stand firm on it. We won't even know our trans sisters' names. You get what I'm saying? Because we don't get this type of attention.
At all.
Police kill us on our face, but you know what? You know... And they get mad at me because I try to bring these points up because this is really during the only time that they would hear us when this stuff was going, like, hey, you know, I know that this man was killed Friday, but it's a trans girl that was killed Friday morning too. We need some more outrage in all this. This morning, I was bringing all the black stuff together, all of it together. And I pointed out in that video this morning, because, you know, we 3 hours in, 3.5 hours in. But I
I was there.
I pointed out in that video earlier this morning because the problem which took me back around to our fist is like this. It ain't like this. The boys was ready to get out of the car and help that black boy stomp that queen because that black, you know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna get nowhere beating on us. And I don't mean us, I mean black on black. We're not gonna get nowhere beating on us.
Right. It's terrible. And it's the thing about it is that you're exactly right. I understood exactly what you were doing when you pointed that out. It's sad that that conversation couldn't be had because, you know, the disagreement and the misunderstanding, I would say, but I knew exactly what you were doing when you played that video. And I was like, she's right on some shit that's next level that people not even paying attention to because it's over the heads. And it was just about, oh, that's a trans person and that's somebody gay and somebody want to beat them up. It's so far past that. It's so far past that. And I think that, and I could be wrong, that was the point that I think Hope wanted to speak to, but because of this misunderstanding and the words being taken out of context, it wasn't heard, and that's unfortunate because we have to learn how to have proper conflict resolution without going off on each other. We don't have to read each other.
And I'm glad that I was able to pull that back because
you did.
important, and Craig is very important. And you know what I did wrong was it seemed like he was ambushed with it because we were initially, I said as we talk about all things black, I didn't show nobody. Even Diamond said what we were talking about. Because I wanted natural reactions from what we were talking about.
Right, that's smart.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of prepping, like, so you don't have a prepped up, situation.
It's not authentic.
But what Hope was trying to say in closing, Hope, would you like to go back to what you were trying to say earlier in closing?
Right. Because I really wanted to hear what she had to say.
I want more of my Black gay brothers to support us the way that we support them. And I think that that's the bottom line for me. I see, like, when things are happening to them and when things are happening to the LGBT community at large, right? Whether it be white, Black, gay boys or anybody, I feel like trans women, especially Black trans women, are always at the helm of that. But people know, and like even if cishet people don't know, like the LGBT community knows what's happening. Y'all see the numbers,
right?
Y'all follow each other, y'all, and when I see gay Black men, like, I mean, well, it's not, but you Black first, and I'm gay, but I'm Black. Like when I see gay Black men making those arguments, it's disheartening because when shit happens to y'all, the first bitches out there with bats throwing their wigs halfway across the
Stonewall
the field are Black.
Look at Stonewall.
Exactly. You got Marsha P. Johnson throwing the first brick that helped to create a space for LGBT people in New York, while she was still being called all types of names and not really being justified until after she was killed. And so it's just like I need for more of my gay Black brothers on the front of our community, right? Not the Black community as a whole, but on the front of Black LGBT people. I need my Black gay brothers to stand up and say, y'all not gonna keep killing our sisters and get away with it.
That's all
I will say this because I know I know you want to leave, man, because I know you hungry. I'm hungry too, girl. I know. Just wanted to say really quickly that it is before all these other letters and adjectives and discoveries about our sexuality was added, the T was last, LGBTQ, because what people don't understand who are not in this, who have not had this experience of being in this community, understand is that on the totem pole, the trans experience is the lowest. It's the most unheard. It's the one that we don't even care about. They care about us most when we're on the stage entertaining them. They care about it most when it's where do you think these houses come from? Why do you think we have mothers of these houses? Because where can you go when you can't go to your own family? Trans women took everybody in. It's like, I'm going to create a family of this. It may have gotten off track, as the years gone by, but that's what the inception of it was all about. It's okay for us to be around when we can get the trade that y'all like, that they'll only like us. So when it comes to those, situations where it's entertaining or benefiting you in some sort of fact, then we're a priority. But other than that, like, don't kill us, or you help not respect us, or try to throw us out there when you see us just functioning at our job, just living our life. We're just trying to go shop, or just trying to just check you out, or do whatever the case may be at the grocery store, and we got to get all called out. Have that same respect and reverence for us that you do when it benefits you.
Right. All right. Thank you, Deshaun, for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you, ladies, so much. Thank y'all for having this forum. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you for chiming in very much.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, baby. I like Deshaun Hope. I like her. Listen, Hope, I thank you so much for coming on this morning. Let me give my last shouts out to Lee Wilson. Thank you. Mills, thank you. Sergio, thank you. Tony C, thank you very much. Lord Jason, Eugene Moore, thank you so much. LaRonda Williams, thank you so much. T. Wingate, thank you very much. And King Ever, thank you so much. Thank you to the guys that stayed on for the long period of time. I know this was a long show. Diamond, thank you for coming through, chopping it up. Let me tell my story, what went on with us. I thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you guys voiced how you felt about the situation. Hope, I'm glad you came in. I'm glad you and Craig got to it. Yeah. I thought it was gonna get ugly. Miss Mary just said, "Boo, that ain't right." And that's why, I'm glad we got back to a place where we all leave here good. I feel like that we put into the pot and then take it out. I do feel like it was very informative. It was long.
Yeah.
But it was necessary. It was necessary.
Educational, Hope. Very smart, very intelligent.
Yeah. You know, and you know, I like to do shows like this. I like to do the cutting up, carrying on key, and you know, this is why people say I'm boring, and you know, they like to say I'm boring and whatever now because I don't, you know, I don't cut the food for the internet, but maybe I'm past that. I get it's a different type of dollar going on here.
Ching, ching.
It's a different type of dollar, and it's a different type of reach that I want to do.
Yes.
You
It's
know,
a different mindset.
it's a different mindset. I'm 43 years old this year.
Bitch, you look good.
Yes, this year I'll be 43, hopefully in a couple of months. And you know what I'm saying? The mind change is different. You know, you have to use your platform for something that's important and with a bigger impact than just the foolishness. You know, and I'm glad that I was able to. I hope you guys learned something from this. Learn something from this. You know, hope, you know, they already been given to you. They know what to do when they come on here. Did they bless you this morning?
Oh,
yeah, okay. Hope tell us about your book. Hold on, let me move out the way, Hope, so you can tell us about the book, and then I'm gonna come.
All right, you guys. So this is my debut book. It's called Becoming Hope: Removing the Disguise. It is available on all platforms, and it is available in ebook. I know a lot of you are going to ask if it's available on Amazon. It is. However, I'm blessed, and a lot of you all have been supporting me, and so it is sold out. If you would like a copy, you're either going to have to get it on Apple or iTunes Books, or you can go to my Instagram, which is @HopeDisguised, and click the link in my bio, and you can go ahead and order it directly from there. If you're a reader, or even if you're not a reader, it's a one-day read. If you're actually like an experienced reader, it's probably like a 4-hour read. And I encourage all of you all who are trying to get more insight about the trans experience from the before transition portion, this is for you. If you're trying to hear about what happened in the inner workings of actually becoming, you know, trans, that's what I wanted to write this for. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. All of your book needs, all of your bookstores, but I do believe it is still sold out on Amazon. So if you want it, go ahead to my Instagram @HopeDisguise, click the link in the bio, and you can grab it from there.
All right, that's how we support each other around here. Hope, thank you for coming through. I love you very much. I'll call you in a few minutes, honey. Stay in the background. Let me talk to the phone, okay?
Okay.
All right, y'all. Listen, I had a good time with y'all. Dami, you had a good time.
Of course I did.
Listen, you came over here, honey. You going back to Cali. You know what I'm saying? You're going back over
my
there.
Favorite cousin.
You're going back to Cali. You know, you came and sat with us, giving us Solange and all them other people's names they said down here. I thank you guys for tuning in this morning. We had a good time. Thank you, Chi Chi. You know, and thank you, Craig. Thank you, Hope. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And make sure you follow on my Instagram for all the sponsors that would sponsor the show this morning. They're going to be posted on my Instagram so that you guys can get a look-see or whatever and support the sponsors. They were Black-owned, Black-operated.
Yes.
You know, whatever y'all fuck what y'all say about T.S. Madison, honey. T.S. Madison being there for her peoples. Black and indifferent. All right, I love you guys. This has been a great show. Chop up pieces and go back and learn some more about yourself.
Be encouraged.
Be encouraged. That's it. And I'll see you guys sometime this week. Bye, y'all. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.